Yeah. Okay, it's selected and I can start.
The cooking time for noodles. Got your fill? See you next time.
That makes a lot of sense. But I guess I did select the broadcast. I'll be honest. I was gonna let it be a bit late. That's plain probably audible. I'll have to restore, I think. Probably should have muted it as I was closing the door, just in case it was audible. I also probably should have shown the scene in a shit show, right? Yeah, okay. I was worried for a second there. Before stream started, I definitely should have checked that. And if Nom's ever missing in the bottom left corner, you can know it's because I was probably recording, and well, nothing's new on Nom 2, so you know how efficient I am at that recording. Yeah, I was gonna do my dailies before starting stream, but I guess, understandably, setting a timer for when stream will start. Excuse me, I had a bit of a burp there. It's a bit of a loud one, which probably would have been good to have recorded for my memory keeping. No, it's fine. No, I'm grabbing ice here. I didn't know. I think it makes sense that when I selected what stream I'm going to be using on OBS, since I already prepared it, it would end up starting it since I put on a little, timer of when to start stream. I didn't know it would do that automatically, but now I know. Oops. I guess we'll do the dailies real quick, and I'll try to remember I didn't introduce myself, which I like to do anyway, even though I guess anyone who's been here probably knew me once before. Just in case. Come on. Yeah, refresh. Alright. Pause that. I don't know. I'm just caught off guard because I was just gonna do my dailies real quick. I guess it'll be cool. You'll be able to see how horrifically laggy this game is when I start, which isn't anything new. I think 16 more gigabytes of RAM would be quite wonderful on this PC. Yeah, that's annoying. I didn't get Orphe. Oh, my bad. That was awful. He didn't get hit at all. Yeah, yeah. I do feel like for some reason the lag has gotten worse, which is frustrating. I noticed it a lot on the Mads McPheen on doing a Lost Void run, which I can confirm. Trial Lucia, Trial Ijuan, and Trial Jufufu can 15-15 ether activity. They are the Wandering Hunter as well, which I used. Well, not Lucia, but I think Astra on the Masmic Priest in Lost Void max activity. So, if anyone wants to do it again, but doesn't feel like their teams are strong enough, they can still do it with trial agents. But yeah, I don't know that much to say, but yeah, the team grinds very well. I quite enjoy it. Yeah, I think I need to wait for the basic attack combo to finish. I'm just grabbing. Ooh, that'd be something nice to talk about. I'm grabbing ice chips I should practice trying to say less uhs and ums, but that's something interesting because unfortunately, and it's already. You saw the little thumbnail. Hold on. That little fella. I'm quite happy with the cartoonish little octopus Yidhari I drew. But that's for the thumbnail for the Lucia agent story stream. Because I plan to do at least a 50-50 for Yidhari. Because he's just so dang fun, dude. But I'm just so broke. Even if I collected all the polychrome I could throughout this entire patch, I literally used all I could to everything I had to, get Heartstring Nocturne at the end of the patch, or at least in the middle-ish. Right, that's everything. I think I have a decent number of ships. It looks like enough for 8s across the board. No, I mean 7s, which you don't need for Yidhari. But even if I don't get Yidhari, I think I'm firmly in the boat that Zhao is probably an ice character. I think there's a non-zero chance she is an ice DPS, which, that does suck, she's all power crept and all by, Yidhari, probably Miyabi. But, oh yeah, right. Shiyu's reset, so that's that freebie. I think there's a great chance Zhao is just a free agent. Free agent as in the free DPS to obtain. Which I don't hate the idea. I really just want Zhao to be a DPS, to be honest. But more than anything, if her M1 makes her strong, because I just like Zhao so much, I think I genuinely would pull for Zhao M1 before Shengguang, even though I shouldn't, but I will definitely be, making sure I have the pulls to pull for Zhao no matter what. But we'll know while Banyue's banner is up whether Zhao is, a freebie or not. But I say that because, aside from being a Void Hunter, probably being a Void Hunter, it feels really easy to assume. I mean, I assumed Shengguang would be the Void Hunter from the Season 2 preview. She was literally at the end, all mysterious. You didn't even see her face. She was in a different outfit too, which is interesting. But yeah, and she was like reflection, so you really didn't see too much of her. And obviously a mysterious character, easy to guess she was the Void Hunter. And it sounds like the mayor's asking her to take on the role of Void Hunter. So even if she isn't, even if she declined, she'll be Void Hunter level agent. So yeah. So but aside from that, I think the real reason there is some sort of reflection in the binoculars that caught me off guard. Even aside from her being the Void Hunter, what did I say about ums and ahs? Shengguang, or nothing to do with Shengguang. Exactly 12 weeks, I believe, after. No, 18 weeks. Exactly 18 weeks after the start of this patch, and so the end of last patch, so from 2.2 to 2.3, which is exactly, 3 patches of time. So that's this patch, 2.4, the next patch, and 2.5. 18 weeks from the start of this patch is exactly Chinese New Year's. And from what I gather, a little online Googling or Binging, since I use Edge, I do Google some still, since some websites are easier to find with Google. It sounds like they do get like the week off. It's a big celebration, just like the National Day, which was the holiday why Alice's banner was extended, because they have that week of celebration for National Day. From what I understand, is why they extended that banner. And so it looks like, at least from what I saw, they have the same thing for Chinese New Year's. It's another important holiday for them, which means they wouldn't swap patch. They would not swap patch the same day of that, because there's maintenance. Even if the patches, even if the patches aren't, what am I trying to say? Even if they, preload all the work, and they're pretty much all done, and can go on holiday while everything goes up, they still have maintenance. They still have hours of maintenance to make sure everything's implemented correctly, hopefully, into the live version players will be playing. So, like, they just can't have people working on that, presumably, on a holiday. At least it would look nicer for the company if they didn't make people work on a holiday for maintenance. So, no matter what, a patch, either 2.4, 2.5, or 2.6 is being extended, or no, actually, it has to be either 2.4 or 2.5 is being either extended or shortened, at least by a week. And I think it sounds like they start celebrating on the day and celebrate for that week onward. So I'm betting it's going to be a week less, because I think you might still end up being in celebration days if you extended it by a week. So 2.5 should end, I think, a week before before Chinese New Year's. Therefore, we do what we did last year, and even though Astro was 1.5, because of just where Chinese New Year's landed, it should, I think, the assumption is still in place. The idols will come out for Chinese New Year's celebration, is at least what I guessed, and I think plenty of other people guessed it as well. And so, because, we're actually getting the Void Hunter on 2.5 instead of the 1.4, like we got Miyabi, it makes sense the patch after will be celebrating Chinese New Year's with the Sword of Singer characters. I think that all adds up to me. This was they're just mob fights, to be honest. I'll just do normal teams like this. I don't think I care if they're built. Now I'll care with Node 6. But yeah. All that to say, I feel confident when 2.5 is shortened with a 5-week patch, so people can get Sheng Wang, the entire patch. And I think it makes sense if she is the official Void Hunter of the season. Like, Yizhuan's just Void Hunter level, with all the show buffs and everything. I think she's still, even with Lucia, still weaker than Miyabi, like, easily. And they needed to nerf Anomaly build-up, which hurts, honestly, all of Miyabi's team, but Ice especially, I think, which is why they needed to use Aha. They changed the build-up just to sell Yuzaha, which is really frustrating and annoying to me. Sorry. It's easier to talk when nothing's happening. I have no idea what I'm doing. So... Sorry, I guess that it's too hard for me to play and talk at the same time. My brain isn't big enough to do both. Please stagger, if it staggers. I think Slaughter is pretty strong. Oh wow. Oh man, I barely got it before. That's fine. So, the trigger might have not been built, I think. But yeah. I think it all lines up. And if they're doing a 5-week patch, similar to how, oh yeah, they'll do a 5-week patch for the official Void Hunters, because having the title itself is very hype for a lot of players. And especially if the power is in line with that. Which, I mean, mostly just means she'll be a DPS at least as strong as Yizhuan, probably stronger. They are like, they're power crimpy content, but not in like a big way. It's the show buffs that really make the older agents fall behind a lot of times. And accounting for other agents, like people, I don't think Hugo needs buffs much. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can put him on the list for buffs, but he's absolutely far from the most needing of a buff. But you know, if you like Hugo, you'll complain that you're not feeling as strong as you should be, and so it definitely go on whatever, overstate how bad he is to get them to buff him. I don't know. Whatever. I think I did it for Bernice in the feedback forums. I think Bernice is definitely underperforming. I think they just overtuned Vivian by a ton. But also, she's just being hard done by just the enemy choices for anomaly bosses. So yeah, I love feedback asking for Bernice buffs, but I get how buffing Bernice would be pretty hard. I think she plays pretty fine. Her only issue is that she needs energy to do what she wants. And so she can sort of feel like she's doesn't have much to do because her energy isn't great without her signature. Even at M2. But I almost never run out of heat with Bernice when I play her. I think it depends on the boss. But sorry, just like seeing them go in a circle. Eos in particular. I think just I don't know. She just doesn't deal as much. Her actual buffing is only for a damage that can crit, so it's crit-based damage. Or her only AP scaling is for her burn and a damage buff for afterburn specifically, which applies to her burn sometimes, but it's not like 100% of a burn damage. So it's not like having 300 AP means you get a 30% damage buff to your burns. It means like maybe a quarter of the burn damage gets a 30% damage buff. Unfortunately, that's probably the amount. Even with M1 giving more build up to afterburn, which increases the portion, I don't think the majority of Bernice's burn buildup is afterburn. Depending, it goes up and down depending on how much time she's not being used. But I think in stunts specifically, you know, I can't check. I think the damage buff only applies to afterburns and not like EX double shot or her ultimate. Well, definitely not her ultimate. I feel like I just know that one is the case. Yeah. Sorry, I got on a tangent on characters being weak or strong. I kind of want to get back to the Zhao point. Because, yeah, I feel confident that they'll do a 5-week patch, and so that's just a question of, oh, did he teleport? What a jerkwad. You know, I'm gonna pretend he was still... No, I stopped like way early for that. Let's just do this. This is definitely the last fight. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So yeah, I feel confident 2.5 will be shortened, and so would they want to put forth 2 brand new DPS on banners? I think Zhao would sell incredibly poorly if they tried to sell her and Sheng Wang a Void Hunter. You know, assuming she is a Void Hunter, she's definitely presented as gonna be overpowered. So surely, even if she isn't the actual Void Hunter, they'll definitely try to. Even if she declines, she'll be, you know, clearly to that level. And so it feels hard to believe they'll actually like make Zhao on banner with her, because then Zhao would be completely overshadowed like over the course of the 5 patches. They'd have to do something like really like powerful for Zhao's own like purpose. Like I guess they'd, unfortunately, which would be annoying for me, but they'd have to do something like make Zhao super tied, maybe not tied, but the perfect partner for Sheng Wang. And so if players want to get the most of their Sheng Wang, they have to pull the other agent on the banner, which would be a bit rough. It would make sense if she's going to be something like Seed, going to be a dual DPS tile. People mentioned tag assist, seeing a file for Chung Wong having a tag assist, you know, a tutorial prompt, which would be frustrating because, man, I hate the tag assist. I guess it'll be less annoying for me, more annoying if Zhao is going to be built around it, tag assist existing, but I'm really frustrated by tag assist implementation to the game. I understand why they're the way they are. They're on your left and right bumpers, which are unfortunately also the buttons you use to swap agents, and also the button you use to parry. And you know, if you can tag assist, but a gold flash prompt appears, or any flash prompt appears, you'll swap to that agent instead of executing the tag assist, which is really frustrating for evasive assist or just being out of assist points. Basically non-assistable attacks too. Because unfortunately, during my 15-15 Yizhuan run, the mid boss was Typhon, and I was, you know, trying to simultaneously finish off the right here, isn't it? Finish off the. I can see. Look at my run, right? If I press here, exploration results. It was this run, yeah. I was trying to finish off the little achievement thing, or completion bonus you get for having running all the max gear with all of the stuff. So unfortunately, I was doing a mobile, and also I failed, unfortunately. So I was stuck with this anyway. And so, unfortunately, because of even though you can't parry any of Typhon's, you know, non-combo attacks, because those attacks activate a flash, you will swap anyway, which just leaves your will swap anyway, even though you have a tag assist active, which is really frustrating and really annoying. Like I think tag assist is definitely built around an agent like Yizhuan, because her parry is an EX, so it activates tag assist. She has two different EX follow-ups. If you're just spamming EX, she'll do a little swipe that will activate tag assist, and then her big explosion at the end of that combo will activate a third tag assist. So you can just make one of your allies just keep spamming an attack while each one's active, which is pretty cool. And you can select which agent you would do. So like in this team, pressing the right bumper would tag assist in Jufufu, but pressing the left bumper would tag assist in Lucia. And, you know, that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, because of its interactions with just parrying and all the other functions of these buttons, the two buttons. Sorry, I'm getting spitty. I'm getting enraged. Gosh, it's just frustrating. It's just a very frustrating mechanic, and I don't think it functions well. Unfortunately, I understand why it's implemented the way it is, because it allows you to have a choice in who you tag assist. You know, depending on how it's done. Jufufu has a tag assist. I don't. You're not controlling the character, so I can barely tell if it happens. Like especially on the Yizhuan team, I'm very happy I just didn't pull Yizhuan. She covers the screen too much in particle effects that make it really hard to see, even with damage numbers off. So, Yizhuan I find to be a frustrating agent just on that aspect to it. It's not like a major thing, but you know, it's still quite annoying.
You want to test my hammer?
I'm gonna do this. If I'm gonna do this, I'll make sure at least she's built. At least one collated game. You know what? I'll just give her every single one of... okay, maybe not all of them, but most of them. Also, you see that was on Seth. I did try Seth in Threshold Sim. It did not go well. Where does she have it? Yeah. Yeah, get back now. And you know what? I just won't look at all the builds. Who cares about rebuilding all your agents? You don't need to do that. Not on the stages that don't matter. So gear them on node 6 and 7. But yeah, gosh, tag assist is frustrating, and so unfortunately, it's not impossible that they want to work it into as something new. You know, the Void Hunter coming in with new mechanics. It's cool as heck, right? But you know, gosh, it's a frustrating mechanic, and I think a lot of people will be put off of Sheng Wang if that's what they choose to go with. If they don't change how it's implemented. And all that to say, I'll be frustrated if that's how, if Zhao also plays into it. But yeah, otherwise, oh dang it, I'm skewering Eos. That's so sad. Anyway. Otherwise, I think Zhao could just be a Haru-style free DPS, and I think it's very believable and very reasonable thing to do if they're going to go a 5 week. And so my only question in that regard is, how strong? Also, did I even pick the right teams on the right side? I thought the second stage was Ether. I think I picked the wrong teams. Gosh, I hate the targeting in ZZ. But yeah. So, yeah, I put the wrong teams on the wrong sides. I'm sure it'll be fine, man. Yeah, I think I might end up shooting all the ultimates. Oh, you just have a triple parry combo. I know, I was just standing around waiting and it freaking lost void. Also, man, this is actually taking forever. Holy crap, what is their HP, dude? This is like node 5. Are you kidding me? I don't know why that didn't proc earlier. And come on. Come on, dude. I think I lined up for that ultimate. Anyway, I'm actually just leaving. No, I'm not doing that stupid crap. They just didn't die. They're taking forever, and I have Coletta on the other side. I don't know how much better that actually is. Yeah. Should actually just go through these stupid builds. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. Give her pen, man. Give her pen. Oh, she can get the best pen disc, though. I gave those to Coletta. Oh. Oh, yeah. Seed was back on Astral Voice just to try it out, I think. I have a crit rate one, but it sucks. And I'm only putting that there because I have a high crit rate pen disc. Sure, that looks good. Yeah, they're double dipping on that. Whatever.
Need something? My services
It's
are
fine.
expensive.
Nicole is have high ER and nothing else matters about her build because Astra keeps Moonlight up on all her own. But yeah. Zhao. Oh, yeah, I definitely double clicked it. I don't know why though. Why? Holy crap, this loser didn't get hit by... Why is he standing over there? What's going on, dude? Gosh, I hate these stupid fights, dude. What? Why? Gosh. 30 seconds on this stupid fight. So annoying. Yeah, you're gonna do. Yeah, I really hate fighting these light characters as lighter. Alright. 2 stun, so please actually hit it. I thought we were right next to the wall. That was gonna be so frustrating. I don't know why I saved the ult. I should have ulted immediately. Yeah, it didn't get any damage. You get the wall. Yeah. Very. Alright. What was that? Did that miss? Did that really miss? How did that EX special miss? She was right there. I was right on top of her. Actually insane, dude. Focus more is because Bellum will just keep coming by. Gosh, I hate this freaking fight. How do you make the freaking like Sons of Caledon's enemies just constantly like pushed around?
Go.
Am I so focused on Moors? Should be. I think I'll go behind him and it'll hit. It freaking bad aim. Oh, are you kidding me? It just barely didn't have enough. How did that not evasive assist?
This one's a real crowd pleaser.
Alright. Yeah, I saw that happening. That's so frustrating. At least Bellum doesn't get pushed around, but it's so insane that Pulchra and Moors just get, like, pushed out of range of lighter stuff just because they're, like, too small. What an annoying fight. Oh, come on. I was pressing the other button. Alright, it's just... That's fine. That's weaker. Ether weak. It'll just be actual DPS. You get Ether and electric damage this patch and HP, so it's all buffs mostly skewed to Rupture Agents because of the shear there, and they also still get a bit of a boost from the attack percent buff. So like all of the buffs here are for Ether Agents, or for Rupture Agents, but at least the support EXing works for everyone, so it's not as cringe as it usually is. No, I backstepped for the faster. Why'd I do that? Alright, well. Yeah. Oh, really? I was way slow on that. And whatever he's gonna do next, I'll stop it. Yeah. So yeah, I just hope Zhao isn't like locked to Sheng Guang, and I honestly I kind of do hope she's free because I am more interested in getting an M1 Zhao than Yi Sheng Guang. Even though I quite like Sheng Guang for her personality from the story. I think this is only a 1 stun, right? Yeah, I think I might have another boss after this. Okay, no, it felt a bit tanky for only being the mid-boss. And then I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. Because that was almost 4 minutes, and 3 of those minutes were almost all on the first team. I think it might have been a full 3 minutes on that first team. I'll actually gear. Gosh. I don't think I'm going to do Coletta DPS on Shiyu 7. It's just annoying. They're definitely I mean, unfortunately, if I were to do Coletta here, it'd be on Palicus, and I just don't want to deal with that. It's fun to keep them locked up with double stunners, and that's just something you can do because they have well below average days, but yeah. They have two very obvious teams here, because at least both of my main teams... was there more here? Yeah, I don't want to deal with these idiots, man. The shield guards are just stupid tanky because they have a shield. Man, doesn't it make sense? It doesn't make it fun. Yeah, I don't know. I think Steed has good build up, so that'll like stagger them out of shielding. So I'll just stick with Steed here because it's super annoying otherwise. This is definitely a DA or a Shiyu for the Seed teams because they have this boss here not being fire weak, and then yeah, here is just the use. Please use please use Sheng Guang. Yizhuan. That seems fine. I took something from her. I unfortunately replaced my Zanshin herb case. I think it's Zanshin herb case. Y'all. I don't want the crit one there, so yeah. Just this disc. Yeah, I don't... It isn't an amazing build, but, you know, I use this build because, and I'll just re-gear her, because I'm using this team again. We'll see if it can actually perform with a fire weak enemy, lessening Orpheus damage, but, you know, everyone's still decently strong. Might almost take that one. I think I keep this one because it's more crit damage, and she has a lot of attack buffing, especially with Orphe on the team. Even if Orphe's attack buff isn't up all the time, it's still an attack buff, and it's still pretty good. I just saw that. Yeah, I'll trade. Oh wait, they aren't actually sharing? Well, then why doesn't she have that? I see, yeah. So I'm using a pen buff because... Trigger has a defense down. I think but there's so much attack buffing in this team. I think Pen is still like better than a lot of my choices. I just need a good electric damage disc. Finally, the point where electric damage starts being, you know, usually better than every other option. I think similar goes for Orphe, but she has a lot of damage in her kit innately, unlike Seed. So, she just also gets 1700 attack. Close. Not in this build. I don't use the other build, unfortunately, because I just don't have enough discs. I just don't have the ER discs to use it. Or, yeah, because I need another one for... I just need another one for the person I'm looking at right now, Astra. This is my other one, but, you know, gosh, those rolls sucked. None in attack percent, which sucks because that's what I really needed, you know, to replace it on Astra. All the builds look fine. Oh, right, you put seeds on my actual set. That's not bad, I think. And then Lucy's not in play anymore. And no one's using the ER. Hey, yeah, that's still pretty good.
Need something? My services are expensive.
I can hear my computer blowing and stuff. I hope it's fine. I don't want to check. Yeah, okay, I think the stream is okay. I don't know, don't normally check on stream. I trust OBS settings little menu. And I don't look at it as much as I should though, because I definitely went like so long during some stream talking a lot. I think during one of the story streams, I was just muted for so long. It was so frustrating. I need to be paying better attention. Yeah, okay. Done. Yeah. Oh, they fly off. Alright. Why'd she teleport? Right, she teleport right on top of... What? Wait, what happened? Oh, it was too soon. It wasn't, off cooldown. Are you gonna give me a parry? Oh, dang. It locked me into an animation too long. I only need the one stun. It's already almost dead. I'm gonna let Orpheus Tail burn. I don't care about a trigger. I think EX special is up. Yeah, I didn't get the sub-minute. Yeah. A minute 6. Alright, it's fine. A minute 6 is okay. It's probably a little less because of the Shiyu timer. How it goes. These enemies are annoying. Gosh dang, that's so obnoxious. I'm not dealing with it. Oh, come on. I hate that you can't pause during the, like, certain frames of, like, the ultimate, or this being paused in stun. I don't want to waste time when I'm annoyed and want to reset. But yeah, these enemies suck. What is that, man? I don't want to deal with that. Why? Were they all spread out? I could only get 2? They freaking evasive assisted one of them. That's so stupid, man. Gosh. Why do they just make obnoxious enemies and put them in this game mode? I saw that. He's just right next to me instead of being anywhere near them. What a stupid enemy type. He just bounces away. Like, why? Are you kidding me? They don't get staggered into it because they're in this stupid animation. Why? Why make them like this? Gosh, it's so stupid. Yeah, gosh. I can't believe that actually ended up being a mostly okay run. Oh, I for some reason I thought I had an EX. Let's see if I don't think I break a leg here. Yeah, oh wow, she got the impair. Well, it's not. Yeah, well, that leg was hurt. Yeah. I don't think I need to use Ashes, but hers with 4 damage. I may end up. Okay. Yeah, I think I did need to use Ashes for damage. I thought I was about to need to use a Ju's ult again, which probably would have been completely fine. No, that was a minute each then. Almost the same amount of time. Are we going to use these teams again? So it's good I built them. Fire weak and or no, electric weak but fire resistant, which is annoying. Okay, 104, 113. Okay, I see. All right. They were less than 9 seconds slower on a pretty tanky boss. I remember checking this. I think both of these bosses are tankier than Palicus. Of course, we know why Palicus is frustrating. I think it's a solo Palicus fight. No, it definitely is, but it's freaking not a solo gunner fight. I think it's interesting how they just have the same model. Even though it's, do they have the same model? I didn't mean like model, I meant like the same artwork for both enemies. They're always paired together. So they probably have AI with each other, so it's hard to tell what the Thanatos, solo version of them would do, with the AI. It might just spawn in and do the DM desperation move of going being invisible, going and just wasting your time in a time gated mode. Yeah, this is annoying. It's basically an elite with 1/3. It's basically fighting 1/3 of this guy before fighting him. It's really annoying. I'll see how it actually plays out with a strong team, to be fair. This is this probably the best I can do? Maybe. A good chance my Evelyn team might compete with Shiyu, just because Evelyn's so strong. Shiyu at least gets 20% damage. He doesn't need that though. It doesn't mean that much though. 1, 2. I'll only do 3. You definitely want to use a hand. Oh, that's nice. It'll let me charge up. Oh, come on. I thought I dashed out of it. Oh, that's weird. I never noticed Seed do that. Let's see if I get the stun here. Dang, I think he started his big combo. I heard that. That was his voice line for his big combo. Yeah, no. I thought it'd all fall into his son. No, I'm not doing with that. That's so obnoxious, man. Why do they keep making that? I hate the stun-resistant combos. I don't get it. Like, they could just do that, and then you're, like... You've just lost, like, a lot of resources, because they could just literally just start that. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think it's about the same thing happening. But now I get Seed's EX at the start of this. Well, I got a Seed chain attack. Oh, I just wasted this stupid attack, didn't I? He can't do it twice, can he? Yeah, I axed with her, so I don't care. And then I'll go back to Orthy when in the middle of the big charge. I think I hit with the EX, so that should have given Seed some more charge. Gosh, only 130. Gosh, that sucked. That fight's so obnoxious, dude. I got the... Yeah. No, I missed the parry. That which you're trying to aim for. How are you kidding me? Gosh dang it! Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to aim for the other one. Yeah, I saw that coming. Dude, why? It just kept teleporting away and then none of the attacks did any daze to it, dude. That's so obnoxious. Like, I thought I'd be getting hit by, you know, Gosh. Are they... I've never seen this at all. Also, I think... Oh, I just missed that. No. Gosh, I hate this fight! What a stupid freaking boss design. Like, why?
Taking the shot. Don't get hit.
Alright, well. I think I locked on. Was that what caused it? Like, getting too close to one? Gosh dang. Oh, come on. Gosh. Gosh, what is this? Oh, come on. Why? Oh, really? Why did that not let me? Why is he going away? Alright, where's the other one though? Where is he?
Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
Is it even close enough to get hit by this? So cool, dude. Come on, really? Why? What happened? Gosh, I hate this fight. What happened, dude? Oh, the extra bullet. Oh, come on. Oh, why would that not give...
Watch your surroundings.
Gosh dang it, why? I don't even know who I'm aiming at. I think I'm just hitting the other one incidentally. Alright. Gives us enough days. Are you kidding me? Come on! They did that after I hit the alt button. Are you kidding me? Like, after I hit alt, they teleport. Dude, that's so stupid. Oh, I did it again. Yeah, no. What a stupid fight. Why is it like this? Oh, yeah, I saw that. Come on! Is the only one to hit? Why are you stuck there? Get closer, please. Oh, gosh, I don't know what I was doing, dude. Come on! Like, what's wrong? Gosh, why did the same one parry me 3 times? Does the other one not parry? Oh, come on. I also saw that. I'm waiting for you to do anything. What is this fight? Where is the other one gonna do anything? Do anything! Get closer, dude! Do something! What is wrong with this fight? Why? What is wrong with this fight, dude? I hate this so much. Why? Why make this? Why give them like 10-second freaking time wasters? Holy crap, this... I don't know why I didn't parry, dude. Come on. Oh, what happened? Come on. How do I get hit? The freaking... Where's the attacks, dude? Where's the other one? I'm freaking on the wrong character. Where's the other one? Alright, there we go. Come on, stay. They weren't inside. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Let me give you a little treat.
Cease and desist.
Find a remedy.
An opening.
My song is with you.
Stand down. Surrender. Going all out.
Find a remedy.
Stand down. Surrender. No restrictions.
Alright, well that's one. Wow, that was I think a perfect run then. I got 6 chain attacks on all of them. The early GUN ult got me a second one because of all freaking 8 chain attacks in a row. I think that, you know, the GU run ended up being faster than the seed one, whatever. Which I think adds up when the boss is just as tanky, but they put a guide right in front of him. Yeah, 104. And I still don't care. I hate this boss. I hate that boss so much. It's probably gonna been faster, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, just better RNG. Actually getting the parries right. That was a very lucky run. Get doing the ultimate like before they were even stunned, just for damage, just because they were together. I think I did that first ultimate for days. The days Shiyu and ult. Gosh, I hate that fight. And no more. I got my polychrome and I'm done. Right? I wouldn't even want to redo it because they don't have like for both of these stages they put freaking mob fights in the middle of them, which are usually fine, but it's not actually a mob fight. It's a freaking second mini boss. So obnoxious. I feel like a fight like this is specifically designed for Seed because you get the resource fast enough, and it's not like a whole ultimate you have to use with like some teams might need to. Like some teams just might need to blow their ultimate on the assault gunner for a good time just to get another ultimate later, on the actual boss. Sorry. I also shouldn't touch this chair so much. It's super squeaky. It's not the one I'm sitting in, but it's right next to me. Gosh. Anyway. Oh. What's our archive? I was hopeful this would be something meaningful. At least this is kind of neat. There you go. I got a 2-minute 40-second, and last time was sub 3 minutes. I can't even remember what I did, but you know, it was cool. I think that was Evelyn or something like that. I want to do the DAs on stream, right? I want to get. I'll see what my high scoring one is. I don't really want to fight Butcher. I fought Dead and Butcher enough with this team. That you know how it is. It's a terrible DA buff. Still got 31,000. So you know. M2 Bernice with Fusion Compiler, M6 Piper with Time Weaver, M0 Yuzuha with Kaboom the Can. No, Weeping Cradle. Yeah, that's the team. Seen it already, played it already. Kind of tired of it. I don't like this team on Dead and Butcher. It's not that enjoyable. It's just log trust trying to get through Dead and Butcher. Because he's a very aggressive boss, and I want to spin with Piper, but you're stuck just not spinning a lot because you need to be spamming dodge, which gets you energy really quickly as Piper. You'll almost always have energy on Piper for stun windows, but like, and the in-between times is just like weird. And similar for Bernice. I much prefer Bringer, who we just haven't seen in a long time. Yeah, Defiler. I got a 30 something. I remember, gosh, I swore I got a 37. I think I almost got a 38,000 with this team on here. But then when I reset, I got a worse score, but at like a 30, I still got a, no, I swore I got a 30, no. Last time, the prior priest, who I think might have had less HP, I think they boosted its HP between rotations. I got, it wasn't, I don't think it was on stream. Was it even recorded? No, it was just colloquial. I have to check if it was recorded. I remember getting so incredibly sad because, sorry, bumped the desk. Priest decided to be priest, and when I hit defensive assist, the sky got dark. I got up preparing to get hit, and it just didn't collide. And then, at the very end of the fight, I would have, I would have gotten the stun a lot faster. If I got that defensive assist, I think I probably would have gotten it immediately. But instead, he had to be so cool and guard, meaning he took 0 days and 1 damage. And so I barely missed out on 40k. I got like 39 something. Last rotation with Evelyn at the very last day. Because the priest decided to not collide with the defensive assist and block. I hate this fight. Holy crap, this game is so good. This game is so good. I just hate all the enemies. But seriously though, gosh. Palicus is just terrible. Like, such an obnoxious fight. I just don't like it whatsoever. I think Santa, yeah, got a 6-second kill because he activated Lucia's Wellspring. I did triggers EX special for a buff, I think something, and then just got a 6-second kill with the immediate ultimates on each win. Very funny. What Wailing does. Man, what a noxious fight. I hate them so much. But yeah, the fighter, gosh, priest can be very fine, but just has all those obnoxious aspects and just things I fundamentally hate, like the withstand stun. Just a lot of my acid bosses do it. Like Jester, I don't think I. No, yeah, it was on stream. I freaking got Jester. I freaking caught Jester going into stun with this. No, going into miasma shield to hit Jester's miasma phase with the stun damage multiplier. He had 160% stun damage because he had the blinking stun bar, but went into miasma phase anyway. It was insane. And yeah, oh gosh. Like beyond that, he just has during phase changes, Priest gets a stun immune, which is annoying. And then beyond that, I still just fundamentally dislike this big combos. I understand why they're stun immune. I feel like they should not be ult immune though. If you use like Lighter's ultimate in the middle of Priest's big combo, that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't see why that attack withstands like, you know, the superior stagger and just getting stunned. I can get it if you don't press attack while he does the combo, and so if you want to only do the parries to make sure you get the performance points, because it feels like it's the only reason it withstands stun is because doing the triple combo defensive assist gets you performance points for the DA fight. But I mean, if you do 3 combos, you should be allowed to hit ultimate, use your valuable ultimate resource, the decibels, and you know, break it, you know, because you're playing well, right? You're just like breaking through a big attack with a bigger attack. And I mean, it's not a big enemy. Like, and even this Butcher doesn't withstand stun like this tiny little priest. Gosh, I don't get it. Just the fundamental design I just loathe. And then just I somehow think Defiler's an even worse fight with all the intermissions. I don't mind it. People say Defiler has 3, and I think, yeah, that's about right. And I think it adds up to being annoying, but the 2 that matter for performance points are the first and the last one. Defiler can do the go up in the air, like raise her lance spear, and pushes you back, which, I mean, if you're spamming attack, you might do an attack that just ignores the pushback, which makes you not far enough to properly defensive assist, but then she does her blade attacks or blade beams that you parry. I don't think I mind that one at all, because if you succeed in it, you know, she'll just come down immediately, and it's a very, very short attack, I think. But if you mess it up, then she comes down to more combos that you have to deal with. But yeah, I mean, you have to do it anyway for performance points, so if you care about the performance points, it's just something you need to do. Cause impaired. Shoots down the Defiler when it's attacking. So the impaired status. Okay, I see. I don't know which gives impair, which gives and which counts as mid-air attack. I assume breaking the miasma phase thing is impaired, and the other 2 are the mid-air attacks, which is probably a bit much, because I think that attack is fine. The boss is going to do something like sort of charging up for a big combo, but if you interact with it correctly, it's something many teams can do. And I think you don't even need to swap to hit all 3 parries. You just swap again for more decibels. If you have 2 defensive assist agents, but it means even a single defensive assist agent can get through it. And similar for the shield bearers or shield guards, but still, that one's even worse because it takes so long. But yeah, the first one, the blade slashes in midair, I think is completely fine because you engage with the mechanics and then the boss gets canceled out of doing a bigger combo, and you get rewarded with bonus points and a burst of days. There you go. I think the first one is fine. The intermission, I just hate fundamentally. The boss just disappears for upwards of 10 seconds minimum. There's some engagement from the player. You have to break the thing, which is really, really annoying for some teams. But honestly, even attacker teams can be annoying just because you might need to use more resources than other teams would need to. Like Evelyn might want to just end up using her chain attack which is really frustrating because then you need to build up those resources. But it's during the miasma phase, so you will probably hit the days cap. Obnoxious. Anyway, gosh, the first one is fine, but yeah, I just hate the intermissions. It feels like complete disengagement from the player. I don't know. There's something about it that feels different from the Bringer one. I don't hate the Bringer one, but it is similar. And Bringer can do it up to 3 times, which is terrible unless you're going for max score. In which case, it's still terrible because he almost never does 3 in a row. Anyway, it's still, and he does it at most and very usually twice. But you know, some mechanics, probably wholly unintentional, but stun locking him with like freeze and stunning and staggering just can make him just not get any off. So you can engage with him in a way that he doesn't even do it. But you know, it comes out of the cost of performance points. Still, I think that's very relatively okay. Something about it feels shorter, even though it isn't. I think it's because she does the big combo afterwards, and I think it just feels longer. I'm not sure if it's accurate if it's longer, but she goes into miasma, then flies up, and then she does attack, third attack, and that you have to destroy the thing there, which can take time. But if you get it off instantly, then you shield it, and then she goes sink. I think she yelled sink, or annihilation, something like that. And then it comes down. Then she slowly floats on down. Then she blinks, you know, teleports, does a little League of Legends flash, because she's to make sure she's in the right spot to do her parry combo. You know, it's a big cinematic scene, so it's a very static animation. And then you're engaging her again, but not in a way that you can deal damage because you have to do the parry combos to break her out of a miasma. And so you give like some. That's why it's okay to use like energy on the middle, to break the thing, but you can't get back resources, which is a really frustrating part of the miasma phase. You know, breaking. I think someone's back, and I might need to carry up a bike up some stairs. That's really annoying, but you know the blinds are down, so I actually saw them this time. I might be right back, but just to finish it off. But then, yeah, the Steel Bearers are also, I think, equally bad. I think, yeah, equally bad because that phase is just too long. I think it's just 2 phases, and not just that they're like too many, but also too long. It's a really frustrating design overall. Yeah, hold on. Okay, just a second, but I don't actually need to bring up a bike, so that's cool. But yeah, just a second, and I'll get back to it. Wait, did I click the button? I did click it. Sorry, I had my browser in front of my OBS so I can see the little. Maybe I should move it. Maybe I should move audio capture to one side. So if I have uh, a window over it, can still look at it. Yeah, back. It's okay. I didn't need to bring it up by bike. It was just a pit stop. So yeah, I was browsing the Reddits while I was waiting, just in case. Unfortunately, I'm by the front door, so if there's people coming in, it'll be loud and noisy for everyone. But yeah. Yeah, on the shield bearers, yeah, it's just a bit too long it's just too long and too many. I hate the intermissions, I think, all the time. And I think, from what I thought of Wandering Hunter, who I unfortunately don't have up on Threshold Sim, who I'm not teleporting to right now. I'll do DA first. Also, now I have the sunscreen, because that's what they came here for. I guess it do be sunny out. The Threshold, from fighting Wandering Hunter and Threshold Sim, he seems to be much better. I'll be eager to try him out in normal DA, even though I probably will reset Threshold Sim, because you only need to do one. I think I have someone set up. Yeah, resetting Threshold Sim only resets the final stage. Ooh, sorry, I went on to one bar in games. I just noticed one single bar in the game. Also, my mouse clicking is probably very audible, so I'll worry about that. But you only reset the finale in Threshold Sim, so you can swap around your choices to get a different boss. It's Miasmic Fiend. I think it's Fiend, Defiler, Priest, and Hunter. So it's all the Miasmic rates. But I think so far, Wandering Hunter has been much better. His is really short, but I think it is the case that you spend more time with Hunter in the Miasmic stage than the other bosses so far. Maybe not Priest, because a lot of his deal is that you're dodging and engaging with like a sort of DM phase that you can attack and you can deal damage with like dodge counters, but you have so little time. You'll ult him, sure. He gives you that opportunity though. That's part of his DM. I think it is sort of a DM, and not quite the same as others, because you can engage him, but you're still engaging a certain mode of him. He does a lot of attacks he already has in his kit, but in a way, no, yeah, he just does a series of attacks he already has in his kit that you do anyway, but he's going to immediately teleport from them to engage the next one. So it's like a unique, interpretation of those attacks, and you have to engage with it, or the Miasmic phase lasts even longer. And he does a little burst. I don't know if that reduces points or heals him. I forget. But yeah, you want to stop him from doing that, just so that you can get on with the fight mainly, because you only have 3 minutes, and so I think it's a lengthier Miasmic phase, but you're constantly engaging with the boss to reduce it as fast as possible. I think Fiend doesn't quite have that. He just does a relatively normal amount of attacks, which gives you a lot. It's sort of like you do the one little side, little side quest in the middle of the fight, and then you keep fighting him normally. But now he's stun immune, until you break this bar, and you'll get rewarded when you break the bar. But unlike the other fights, yeah, you don't. It feels like you don't engage him very differently. He might have different attacks, but I can't really tell. But I mean, as long as his normal attack patterns are good, I think I'll like the fight. It'll be like Pompeii, maybe. You'll just have this weird little pause in the middle, which is, I think, mostly there to give, because it increases his defense even further. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure non-Rupture agents, 0 pen, 0 defense shred, will deal. I have a graph. Desmos. Yeah, and it's here. Let's see if yeah, okay, I can pick up the graph. Okay, nothing would be seen. All right, that's a window capture. I see, I still have that visible. Pen graph Desmos. Here you go. This is a graph of pen in Zenless Zone Zero. I have a couple of verticals. Oh, what? Oh, right. Sorry. The scroll bar on my mouse sucks. So if it flickers like that, it's literally because I'm scrolling in one direction, but it keeps... I'm scrolling forward, so it should be zooming in, but look at that zoom out. So I put on a limit on these graphs, so it'll be between having their base defense and having zero defense. So over here it represents zero defense. This is the defense calculation. So basically the number here is what your damage is multiplied by when you're attacking an enemy. So like the base amount here, is this graph here on most enemies, because basically every enemy in the game has 953 defense, right? I'll set my controller down, but press a button to make sure it doesn't die or turn off on its own. Every enemy in the game has 953 defense. And so if you're gonna add like a multiplier, like this right here represents getting an 80% defense buff. Unfortunately, without any defense buff, it's accurate to say it represents both defense shred and pen equally. As soon as you add this, it's hard to do the same, because then you have to, because this is interacts directly. You have to like manually add together the defense and shred. So like Nicole's buff makes it like 4, yeah, and so that's what Nicole buffs does to Wandering Hunter in the miasma phase, because I believe they get an 80% defense buff. And specifically this here is a multiplier based off of the stage mechanics. So only when you're fighting the Wandering Hunter in the miasma phase, he gets 40% more. So this is specifically what it looks like. And so this is your base amount of damage. I have a line here for your base amount, and almost exactly with like a Nicole defense shred does the damage you deal start equaling the original damage you would deal. I think this is like literally a 30% increase, or I think it's like 35. 30, that's accurate. Yeah. At a baseline, you deal 30% more damage, or 30% less damage, ish, something around there. You know, the numbers change when you're going up and down. I think it's like 35% increase going from this to here. And so yeah. And it's worth noting, from my own counting, this purple line here represents Nicole's defense shred buff. And so the difference between here and here is about or exactly. About 27 to 28% damage increase from having Nicole's defense shred, but for here it's like a 36% increase, right? I think that's what I know. So yeah, Nicole is much more valuable outside of the miasmic phase, because and the graph doesn't properly represent this, but that's what Nicole changes while it's in miasmic phase. Maybe I should add a second one to compare. I don't like copy pasting, it's so much work. Anyway, you see, and that's the most interesting thing to know. And over here, and this 95 line is with signature W engine, exactly how much pen Orphe gets with. That's right here is okay. This one's not accurate because it's defense shred and not pen, but this is exactly the difference Orphe gets with Nicole. Well, specifically she's at 55 here, so this is where Orphe starts, and she goes all the way over here with Nicole. So yeah, that's why Nicole's pretty good. But yeah, you can see the shape of it. The more you stack, the closer you get to the 1 times multiplier. So that's how defense shred works. If they have 0 defense, you just get a 1 times multiplier, and if they have any defense, your damage goes down. That's how the calculation works. And cool. And you can see just how just visually see how it gets more valuable the more just the more you have. Now, this is, again, only mostly accurate for pen. And so, let's see. I don't have the number here. 24 here. Let's take these off. Again. The 1 is just... have a 1 here? Yeah, 1 is to represent the box we're in. So, we're in this area. Either having 0 shred or shred. 24 here. This represents having a pen disk slot 5. And then 32, someone should represent 32. Oh, this was representing how much of an increase you get from Puffer Electro alone. Yeah. So, I think I remember seeing this like 5 to 8% increase, which adds up. Probably more so for this slot here. You can calculate. Gosh, I have to bring up another window to use the calculator. I'll just tell you, and you'll have to trust me how much of an increase this is. 3.32, 0.352, 113 divided by 0.3 repeating is a 5.6. All right, so it's like a 5.6% increase just using Puffer Electro. But yeah, it's you do this 25. Make this 32. And see, the size of this increase isn't bigger than the size of this increase. And you can also see just how much more damage you're dealing. You're going from 0.45 to 0.55, or you're still under how much damage a normal DPS would deal, but if you're not using a Rupture Agent on Wandering Hunter fight, you're going from 0.3 something to 0.2, almost a full 0.0 difference, which I think is also true. Wait, no, yeah, the same spot. How do I have 2 different points on the same spot? Okay, but yeah, that's up. Yeah, 0.4454 to 0.550, 0.551, and then 0.3 repeating to 0.423. So that's like 0.9. Yeah. So the damage, I think is that graph? Is that getting? I mean, proportionally, it is bigger. Like getting the same increase, but from a lower number is a much bigger increase. Like this is like 1/3 of it increase, while this is only like a quarter, less than a quarter increase. So yeah, 10 is very valuable on closing the gap, but this is the gap. This number 1 here, I need a y equals 1. Let's see, you can make it thicker. 5? Yeah, 5 would be... oh. Oh, I see, this was a 4. What if it was 6? 65. No, make it 5 as well. No, yeah, keep it red. So this box is where we're in, and so this bar here is where ruptures are at all the time, and so this is, and down here is like the worst case scenario, which you shouldn't be using your DBS ult in. But yeah, well, I mean, they also get miasma phase also does damage reduction on top of it. But yeah, this is how much damage you're dealing in the miasma phase to him. Which, yeah, if they're gonna let you spend more time in the miasmic phase, yeah, someone like Yidhari is dealing significantly more damage, especially because of this here. This reduces the effectiveness greatly of defense shredders. Like you need over 100% to start getting to here. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Well, oh yeah, that's accurate. No, not quite. No, well, no, you need 100% pen to start getting to here. That's what it is. Well, over 100% defense shred, which Orphe can do. If you got dupes of her signature, if you got dupes of Trigger signature, and if you play her with Nicole at the same time. Which I mean, hey, if you're a whale and you really like Orphe, if you're Kete the Seventh, yeah. That's I think Orphe's signature goes from 30. I think it is like as big as 30, and it goes to 48, right? I have no, I on this. I probably shouldn't do it on this page. I want to keep that one basic. Let's see. It is W engine. Oh, cool. You can see where I'm pointing to, even though I'm not using that browser. Yeah, Bellicose. Yeah, Orpheus signature gives 30% defense shred, and it goes up to 24. So yeah, it goes from 30 to 20 to 48. And then Trigger Sig also goes to 40, and then Nicole is 40. So that's 128. Wait. Yeah, 128 defense shred. Which brings Orphe, oh yeah, here. Exactly here. That's where Orphe lands with all that defense shred in the miasmic phase on Wandering Fiend. Which isn't that bad, but then she's like over here, which is the line. You can't go higher than the line, even if your defense shred puts you all the way over here. Pretty sure it goes. It'd be right here. It's where that whale build Orphe is. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good way to visualize the effectiveness of defense shred in ZZZ. We should make a, what is it, x equals 1 and x equals 0 as well. Alright, well. Set to 0. And make it nice and blue. Big line, just like the other one. Well, that one isn't big, but as big, I mean. Yeah. The blues are our walls, the reds are our floor and ceilings. This red represents the baseline. This is where every character is and what happens when they get pen or defense shred, but not at the same time. That one's harder to quantify. You need to make a whole new line for it. I mean, this is what a defense buff does, and this is just what the new level of defense does to an agent. From what I understand, it's base, so the reason most enemies are at 955, slightly less than 955 or 953, is because they start with a base of 60. I assume that means they have 60 defense at level 1. I think that adds up, because I think 60 is the amount of level factor, which is what this is. This is level factor, and this is how much your agents have at level 60. And I think most enemies have I think the same for their defense that at level 60. Unfortunately, we're fighting level 70 enemies, so it's higher. And so this is what happens when their level 1 defense goes to 100. And so that's what their defense is at level 70. Presumably, I believe that's the case. Basically, I think that means if you're fighting any lower level enemy, the defense graph looks maybe something like this. Like this is where you at. So technically, pen gets less effective the lower the enemy level is, but you know, then more effective. I think. Let me check back on Hakushin on enemies, just for reference, because they let you look at enemies. Oh, I clicked on something called unknown unit, so I guess there was an empty space in the chart. Yeah, so this enemy goes up to level 70. Oh no, okay, I see. So it caps. Then I guess I need to check for Wandering Hunter. Just to make sure it's true. Yep, alright. Alright, so that it looks like that's the case. So at level 60, the defense stat caps. That means as soon as you're fighting an enemy that's level 60, this is their these are their stats. Or one of them. Well, for Wandering Hunter, level 60 or to 70 will have this much defense. A level 60 to 70 enemy will have 953-ish defense. Any like level 59 or lower will start having this number go down and down. So that's why like a level, I think maybe 50 enemy will have like this much. But yeah, all the other boss enemies though will have here, with the exception of the upcoming one. You know, maybe I should record. I think it would be wouldn't be a bad idea to like record, but I might just download the stream then. Unfortunately, I'm already an hour 50 in and I haven't even done the DA fights. Alright, you're gone. I'll even close the window. Yeah, I'll unsave my progress, but yeah. That's why Pen is pretty good. But yeah, Pen doesn't quite close the gap, but I mean, it doesn't do that bad of a job. It's still pretty effective. It gets more effective, and it's already very effective on most builds with the 953 defense.
Where are we going?
Like, yeah, this Evelyn build, my epic Infernal Metal Evelyn build, who was transferred over to Coletta. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just I think I definitely want to try. I'm gonna reset this and get back to it later. I'll do the same here, but yeah. I'm gonna make mistakes. I want to play her. Let's try a couple different one. Unfortunately, I don't want to fight Defiler. I don't like her, and so I'll just, and I don't want to reset a Butcher, so I will just do my normal Coletta teams. This isn't her normal build. I just gave a bunch of discs from her to, from Eve to her. Let's see. That's not one she uses. You know, just to get it going back to Eve easier. That's also not one she uses. But I think the other two, only those two, were ones I actually take. I don't think there's actually any crit. Is that the wrong one? No, that was correct. I think Eve. No, all right. I thought Soldier 11 might have the other one. Yep, that's my build. It's 100% when Inferno Metal is active. Technically not accurate. Maybe I do take those discs from Evelyn. No, but I want more crit damage than attack. So maybe I take this one. Oh, this is high crit damage, but you know. Oh, maybe. And that's why. Oh, Evelyn's not using this piece anymore because I found the other piece on Puffer I ended up finding was just better. Meaning he take this from Seth, I guess. It would be nice to get. Definitely change this piece. The crit rate's overrated. Nicole balances it out, so now I just want to swap off. Yeah, I think so. Still gives me some crit rate. I think realistically I would end up using the one Evelyn has, but it's no crit damage. Well, no crit damage with pluses, which means I think that is the best. And yeah, the best one there, and that's just a perfect disc.
You want to test my hammer?
I think, yeah. All right, let's have some fun with Coletta real quick. I'll try this, then Yuzuha, just to sort of compare and look at all these buffs I can't use. This is only for shear and rupture. Ooh, miasma shield depletes faster. I don't think that matters. I'll be parrying. This only matters if you're an attacker. You get electric damage if you EX special. None of these characters are electric. And attackers get their damage buff here. So yeah, only for attackers or electric. You need to have an attacker to activate the crit damage for everyone, at least. That's nice. But only attackers get that other damage buff, and you have to be electric. So yeah, build up buff though. That means more corruption. So probably disorders. At least this should boost the uptime of Inferno. As long as I keep swapping, Coletta should always at least touch for the Inferno buff. And it gives 10% defense shred because, you know, looking at that graph, it gets better the more you have of it. Oh, dang. I did that wrong. Yeah, it's, just love the way Coletta spins. Yeah, man, that combo was so slow I couldn't actually get. Yeah, something I learned about that attack is that you kind of want to dodge this almost as soon as the circle spawns. This is interesting. I don't know if the burn ever went off. Oh, so okay, so this will proc corruption. I literally delayed my. Alright, do the combo. Interesting. So I wouldn't get the 2 stuns. I think I actually would with Center Coletta build, which is great. I don't know why I did that. I should have saved that for ultimate, to be honest. Yeah, I want to hit these parries. Yeah, I'm only hitting the right bumper, by the way, so like... Yeah, all this fight is asking you to do is hit the freaking button. Hey, cool, this one got burned immediately, so I can just hit ult. And so that way, yeah, you know, get the rotation out faster. That was probably a bit fast. Oh, dang. I missed the parry animation entirely. Why does that happen? Oh, that was fun. I was able to... I don't know why I did that. Because Burn was still up. Yeah. And so I actually have the Inferno buff for most of the stun. I don't think I got the... Oh, really? Oh, gosh, I hit the button too fast, so I didn't get the... Yeah, okay. Gosh. Yeah, I mean, I barely got 21k just at the last second there, but I knew I was missing at least one combo. Yeah, because I definitely missed it during the stun or during the miasmic phase. The second part of the big combo only hit during I fell off after the second hit, so I missed the performance points there. Yeah, 16,000. So even with possibly the worst like DA buff I think I've ever, well, not the second worst I've ever played on. Oh dang, I can't use Yizaha, she's in that team. I don't want to reset it. The second worst DA buff I think ever for this team. Yeah, and it's anomaly damage, 10% defense shred, and 40 AP. Epic. That's real cool. But yeah, at least it means Coletta can in fact clear. I tried it. I tried my usual team. Lucy, Lighter, Coletta. Wasn't stellar. I hit 18. I hit 18,000, which probably best you can expect. Doing this team, I don't love the rotation because I just really like the rotation with Lucy, to be honest. She's just more fun. But yeah, giving Lighter the gear, so I guess I'll go to Evelyn after this. Great. That's the best one, I think. Yeah, I guess she used it, or he uses it. And impact, please. Was he using that swing? I think he was using that swing jazz when I played with it, him and Shiyu. Oops. But yeah. Oh gosh, the swing jazz just means I don't think it was a impact swing jazz, was it? It was on. It should be on her now. It was regen. He had regen for whenever the last time I played him. Awesome. Well, that just means even with an energy regen, no two-piece lighter, a Palic can still clear Shiyu. Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, gosh, you know, I think I should probably try the ER build. I just have really good discs here. It's not the best. Gosh, it's so many more crit stats, and she has an attack buff, so it's not amazing to swap over. Oh, who was it then? Was it a different slot here? I think so. Oh, that's like a perfect disc though. And it can't be this one. I don't have a good one there. No, that just made it worse. There's something I had that actually made it look decent. I thought I was swapping to attack percent. For some reason I thought these discs had better crit. Oh, was I using this one? No. Yeah, oh gosh, especially on this team, fire damage is so bad compared to like just attack percent. Let's see. Oh, that crit rate's terrible. And then did I do this? No, that doesn't make any sense. I think I'll just go back to what I originally had then. I'll trade this back to Astra easily or quickly here. I mean, this is a perfect disc, so it's hard to replace it with very mediocre, relatively mediocre and an even worse disc here. Did that have +2? It did have +2 crit rate. That's why it looked much better. Gosh, I have to replace something. At least get a crit rate somewhere. Technically, I'm getting, you know, it's min-maxy, but this build is 6%, so it's like 94% crit rate. Which sounds great, but like, I don't know, I think that's 2 crit rate discs. And like, that's like easily, with the amount of crit damage I'm about to get from lighter, and just a bit more crit damage from the DA buff. And the boss mechanics. Do I have a better crit rate one? Yeah. Much worse attack, I think. Yeah, but it fills up the crit stats, and I think that it bounces out. Even though there's no big attack buffer here in this team. You know, funnily enough, if I swap this to the crit one, the crit inferno piece. Let's see, it's one less crit damage, one more crit rate, and hey, it's not that much less attack. It'd probably be pretty solid for getting 4 stuns, but I feel like this team should get 4 stuns no matter what. Just because it's Coletta at her baseline, which is still a pretty decent stunner without impact. So obviously a pretty good one with it. It is a bit quiet. Because this is the audio levels I like. I'll only put it up here though. Interesting. Yeah, this way I gotta parry here. Yeah, so, you know, not having Astra in the team, I think that's gonna get all those parries. Yeah, gosh, I can never get the timing on that stupid attack. I hate it so much. No, yeah, that's fair. Alright, I think I full combo here. And it'll get me Orphe ultimate. And she just came off of using her big beam.
Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundation!
And this will refresh the buff for when Lotta does her final one. And then I think reasonably it's annoying because Lighter has his ultimate up still. And this gives me... Alright, she got her EX off. I don't think this is 4 seconds long, so yeah, she didn't get it off again. She got her ultimate again though, that's pretty rad. Because of the big carry combo.
Don't blink! You'll miss me bashing you!
There's a lot of decibels. Yeah, unfortunately, even though it's gonna be a forced stun, alright, well, I messed that up. Just want to make sure I dodge. Yeah, the amount of decibels you get just gives you so many ultimates in this fight. It's very free. And so I'm doing it like this to make sure even she has her attack buff. I think I screwed up my Lighter's buffing. Yeah. I think I know this track. I'll do one dodge counter, then cancel it out to get back into the fight faster. I don't want to deal with trying to dodge that. I just can't dodge it. Oh, are you kidding me? How? Yeah, we didn't do that many decibels. I can't attack. He was burning, so she had the crit rate buff. Yeah, I think that's it though. Yeah, I didn't have the energy on Orphe to EX, I think. No, she should have, because she was doing her big lasers. And so that only costs 30, and she needs to be at 60, so mathematically she can't be. It still got over 20,000 damage score, so that's good. So it made it without the performance bonus, which makes it very safe. And the... I didn't reset this buff. It doesn't even increase the build-up rate, so it doesn't even help Inferno. I think I said it did when I was wrong. It was the last one just being much better. So it only got 25,000 without the 20% crit damage for the whole squad here, and Orphe getting 30% damage here. Man, this buff sucks, man. It sucks outside for like the kind of teams I like to play, but yeah. Alright. Make sure I click in here so I know. Alright. Let's see if I can get... Please. Let me just beat the scores I've done before. I don't think it was all that great of a run either, so come on. Gosh. It's been kind of about to be 2 hours. This is my Evelyn build. I've swapped a disc. It used to be here. I realized I just have, I think, near identical discs. Like, hold on, compare. Inferno on the right, this Puffer Electro on the left. Yeah, the Inferno is only better because it has +1 AP instead of +1 defense. It's kind of hilarious how near identical these discs are. I mean, technically that Inferno disc is at least usable on like Bernice or any future fire anomaly, because that's a perfect disc for a fire anomaly agent. Unfortunately, it's only Bernice, and I think I should have better discs or better two pieces to use, and I don't think it's the best to use for my crit niece build, unfortunately. But yeah, it's funny to have this. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if this was AP +1, because that'd actually be a disc I use like quite often then, because I use puffer two pieces all the time on my anomaly agents, because I have Bernice M2 for more pen stacking, which is probably worth looking into. It'll probably suck on the DA boss because the buffs are so restrictive, like we've been seeing, and so Bernice actually won't get a good crit buff, I think, even though she could probably hit. I mean, with the normal pen build, she'll hit 52% pen, 32 naturally, because I mean, surely, like, Hailstorm Shrine is still way better than Fusing Compiler, even with the, you know, how much better a pen is. Like, that would have gotten 56, 32, 52, 32, 52, 76. Yeah, 76% pen, I believe. Yes, that makes sense, because Fusion Compiler is 56 pen on the stat screen, and so Bernice is 20 more, so 76% pen. Yeah, that's really good. But, you know, Hailstorm Shrine is a lot of crit stats, but that crit DPS normally wouldn't be able to get. I don't think he has a anomaly damage reduction. He just has a higher build up to a proc anomaly than even the 10% boost that already nerfed anomaly a bit ago when Yuza came out. Like, it's a bigger boost than that. Like, you know, another isolated boost. Like, he takes 4,000 build up to proc anomaly, while most bosses take like 3,600, 3,300. So that's how Wandering Hunter is balanced. So anomaly shouldn't be all that great on him, but Bernice plus Arena teams do get a lot of pen. And even as a crit DPS, even if on Hailstorm Shrine, she'll at least be giving that same 20% pen buff to others, which doesn't sound amazing and probably isn't all that great, but doesn't mean like you're like sub DPS. Maybe she can be like the support, you know, and off the sort of Orphe buffing the pen of your main DPS. But I mean, who's that gonna be? Evelyn? Or she'd appreciate both Lighter and Astra, maybe more, but you know, you never know. It'd be consistent burns for my Inferno builds, which would probably be on both of them, which is funny. Anyway, this is my Evelyn build. She only gets 19.6% crit rate from Inferno Metal, but that is still a bigger boost to her than Hormone Punk would be at 80% crit rate, which is hilarious because of Astra Yao on Kaboom Cannon. Evelyn gets more from 20% crit rate than 25% attack in combat, which is 25% of 3,257. So basically 19 point. It is very close though, and very even. So what is it? 25. So 250, 750. Like 800 attack is about the same as that is 800 attack. It's about the same as 19.6% crit damage or crit rate, which is kind of funny. But yeah, like, this team is disgustingly stacked. You get 75% damage basically from this Lighter. She's at 105% because of the 30% from her chain attacks. Asha is 20% more, so 125% for Evelyn's chain and ult. And then Moonlight Lullaby makes it 143. 143%. I don't know. I think it's 153%. No, 143 because it's 125. It's only like, yeah, 143% damage. Oh yeah, and then the 2 beast Inferno Metal. So it's 153% damage on Evelyn. And I think 315% crit damage because of lighter 60 and Heartstring Nocturne plus 50 and then Astra's plus 25, and that's not even including the stage buff, which is like 30% more crit damage whenever Priest swaps phases, and it ends when Mazmek's shield breaks. So you have this build up resistance. That's really annoying. But crit damage plus 30 to 60% after the phase change. So when Priest goes and either does the indicators on the bottom, pew pew pew, or the big flurry combo, which usually, at least in a single stunner, fight ends with the stun. So yeah, it's a 370% crit damage Evelyn. 390% crit damage Evelyn. Just about, I think. With 175% damage. Sorry, 185% damage. This buff actually kind of sucks. It's actually such a little increase in terms of what my Evelyn is actually getting. She really needed stun damage multiplier. That's actually a massive increase compared to this buff. Like, holy crap, this buff is actually tiny when you break it down. Nope, hold on, I forgot. I do want Rocket Boo because this is an Inferno Metal build. And like we just read there, Priest gets nominally build up resistance when she does phase change. I swap between the two. I know, I did the main story, so I know who Priest is. I like saying he. I think they really did mean to refer to Priest as a male earlier in the story. I screwed up again. Alright, this... What? Alright. I couldn't get the parry off, because first off, I swapped like an idiot. I don't know why I brain off. I'm supposed to do the dodge with Evelyn's EX to max out the charge. Because you barely get enough energy to proc it after that spin. Oh, come on! Yeah, there's tech I think you can do. Oh, really? I've never seen that. Alright, well, that was kind of hint. Alright, so now I want to keep attacking to make sure I get enough build up. Now I'll just rip bolt. I don't think I'm going for 4 stuns.
Nothing reaches my defense. Don't cross the line. The best defense.
Alright, I think I'm doing this all correctly. And I'm not going for the big combo. I could have probably. I just really didn't have enough energy.
We're just getting started.
That was a mistake, I didn't mean to do that. You kind of have to preempt these attacks. Also, that's probably a good reason to. Oh, I missed it. Barely missed it. Yeah, I screwed up. Gosh dang, what am I doing, dude?
Don't cross the line.
I think I took out my time.
Nothing reaches my defense. Your journey.
Man, all those parries still gave even Astra her educating. What? Why'd I do that? What am I doing, dude?
Cross the line. Removing threat.
This one's a real crowd pleaser. I pledge my honor!
Yeah, I'm not letting Priest phase change. am I doing? At least she's at full stack.
Don't cross the line. Nothing slips through my
Right. He was kind enough to do the baby parry combos. Yeah. You know, I almost got ultimate. If I hit EX immediately, I would have gotten ultimate. I don't know what I was like saving it for. And that would have, I don't know, would I even hit 36? Probably not hit 36. That was, killed it with that run. And by killed it with that, I mean, I really killed the run. What the crap happened? At least I ended up closer. That is about the range, 37 to 34. I don't know why I haven't been hitting 34, you know, aside from playing like that. I felt like I had more fine runs than that didn't make it. I think I basically had good, I think I had better RNG there than normal. I just took the run. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not good with the timing on when to... Alright, how long? Because you definitely need to... So she does that. And because basically, I think maybe I need to press the basic attack button while she's ulting. What does it look like to spam it? I think it'll look like that. And when her right arm raises, because I need to learn the timing to like cancel this quickly to swap into Evelyn for the. Oh, I don't know what did that. To get the double change from Astra. Oh really? Why? Wait, what happened there? Where's my EX special? Wait, what happened to it? What am I doing? Alright, I killed it. I don't know what happened. I'm really annoyed. Like, you can sort of see me, like, wobble back and forth with Evelyn while I'm dashing. It's me trying to freaking hit the timing for the stupid dodging. I hit the timing on each attack. Some of it is giving me the Elden Ring feeling, and I hate that. What? Come on! Gosh dang it, dude. Yeah, well, pull it up.
Don't cross the line.
Alright. I can already see what's happening here. Astra does not have decibels. Which means I killed the run. Gosh dang it, what happened? Man, can you really not, like, do her, like, spam, like, her EX dodge while she's attacking? What, like, is it, like, really locked out? Like, I'm, like, dashing it, like, oh, come on! I didn't get the flick of this off. There, well, that's one hit. Yeah, actually slowed down a bit there. Alright, this looks better. It's pretty annoying though, because Astra clearly doesn't have any energy, or decibels.
Your journey ends with me.
I think this takes too long then. I can't even do the attack because, yeah. This is not a force stun.
Nothing breaches my strength.
Are you kidding me? That's so stupid, dude. What is that?
I'm unstoppable.
Are you kidding me, dude? Why did do that? Come on! Come on! Why? Gosh, I held it too long. I just can't believe I didn't get the EX dodge on the stupid, like, freaking indicator one. Why? I feel like he consistently does that. I don't get it. Oh, really? Oh, come on. I pressed the freaking button, dude. I just gotta parry.
Nothing breaches my strength.
I have no idea why I waited for it.
Don't cross the line. Nothing slips through my defense.
This song is dedicated to the world.
Why? How does this freaking work, dude? What happened? Like, why? I'm pressing the freaking basic attack button. Get out of there, dude. Why? Like, how do you cancel it? Like, why does it take so long to get out of this stupid ultimate animation? Alright, so it is complete RNG how many attacks he does. Not gonna see if there was a golden prompt I missed there. Right, I almost held it for too long for some reason. Give me parry, dude.
Don't cross the line.
Alright, that was weird.
Nothing breaches my strength. Nothing.
Alright, well, he has quick assist active. I don't know why I did that. That was just a weird delay.
Don't cross the line. Nothing breaches my strength.
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, he's about to go into the Mazda phase, so yeah, just save Lighter's ultimate. And then do this right there. So Evelyn can get him. I'm cool with using Evelyn's EX there. Because it because we're built up now.
The best defense is a strong offense.
This song is dedicated to the world.
Yeah, I think that. Oh, that's weird.
Make way.
No, I didn't let the dodge kind of collide. Yeah, well. Alright, well, I get this last combo. I think it's like it's dead though. I just didn't do enough damage. My rotations must have been like very bad. Let's see how it is here though. Oh, this is 36, so that's good. Did I butcher it? Alright, well. I don't know what I did. I did like 3 very individual inputs from lighter, and for some reason one of them looked like the morale finisher. Or the morale punch finisher. Anyway, 38,000. Yeah, gosh. If I could manage at all, manage the second stun, it'd probably be with impact on lighter. You'd definitely need that. Because you're really maxing out how much days you need from between hit, and you need the good parry combos. Yeah, was finally able to get 38,000 again. I swore I got that earlier. I don't know how I took so long to get that again. If I was struggling to get 40,000 on just the Miasmic Priest before this. The DA buff is definitely worse. 20% damage and oh, well, is it worse? It was it 30% crit damage? It is 30% damage. Crit damage is pretty bad on this team. Oh no, it's 40% crit damage, that's why. So it was 10%. They swapped 10% damage, and honestly, it's probably even for this Evelyn, right? Like I said, it's like a 150-300 ratio on damage to crit damage. Like, she is overloaded on stats. Like, it's insane. And then she had her best partners an attack buffer with all the same damage and crit damage buffing. And so, like, if Chingy, if she could get the same buffing from Chingy, if she could get all her stacks and Chingy's full buff, Chingy's probably just stronger than lighter here, but I don't think they both need a bit of time to max out their requirements. So that's, surely why Chingy just isn't good with Evelyn, because I think mathematically, yeah, Chingy's buff is insane. And that's why, honestly, Evelyn with Lucia is pretty strong right now, because this buff is like significantly stronger than this buff. Like, all you get is a faster Miasmic phase, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure we cleared it before the second set of parries because I ulted with lighter in the Miasmic phase. So, and because of that, you don't really do this. Like, as long as you ult and get the good amount of dodges, you'll be done within the parries, getting at least with the 1k points. So yeah. Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah, let's just do this real quickly. Real quick. I want to get the thresholds in and talk about that, actually. So, I'll just finish this off. With a good old horrible. I might swap to the Seeds main set. Something that, because of the new DA buff. Sorry, I thought it was in the other menu. I mean, no one else is using it. I think I will try out Impact first. Let's see. I don't know how many stuns I will get. If I get a stun that feels closer to the last minute of the fight, I think I'll swap around. The 3 stuns I should get is the one before Miasmic phase, the one right after Miasma ends, and then one towards the end. That should be the 3 stuns. I don't think I can get a 4th. I don't think I'd get the resources to utilize a 4th. Damage buffing because Seed is a bunch of attack buffing. Alright, I've swapped a disc around somewhere. It's here. Alright. Granted, I don't need as much attack because of Seed and Orchid combined is 17,000 or 1,700 attack. But I mean, this is a lot of attack for a disc. It's hard to believe, like, 2 rolls. 3 rolls. I say 3 rolls. It's like 4 rolls. Yeah, it's 4 rolls of attack percent with a flat pen, which should be better than the flat attack here. Like 4 rolls of attack percent is worse than 2 rolls of crit rate. A roll of crit rate and crit damage. So yeah, that should always be better, with maybe a rare exception. And then yeah, give Seed this. I think I will swap to this because the prior DA buff was 70% damage, all included, and 40% crit damage, and now it's 50%. I believe 50% crit damage, or 50% damage, and a lot more crit damage. 60% crit damage. So it's buffing. Maybe? Yeah. On Seed, I think it makes sense because you don't get any damage on your ultimate, but because there's less buffing overall, that does make the difference between Dawn's Bloom and Astral Voice lesser. That's a nice disc. I think these are... It's also a decent disc, but this disc is a bit nicer. That's right. See, which ones are my best? This one, because it's otherwise the same disc, but it has pen instead of +2 defense. Flat defense, even. Flat defense gives... What's flat defense giving less than... No, it's a... yeah, flat defense. Wait. Here. No, yeah, it is 15 per defense. Flat defense roll? Wow, that's worse than attack. I'm just thinking that in terms of if they make a defense-based DPS aside from Ben Bigger. Like, truly defense-based, like the same way Rupture is. Because you just get so much less defense. I think the defense stat can be higher for certain agents, but the base stats of W engines is attack. Which they say base stat, and it says base attack, so they can always change it. They can always make a defense W engine that says base defense instead of base attack, and that'd be nice, I think, especially if they want to go the route of making a DPS one. I mean, especially if it sounds like immediately something Ben can use, because he has the 80% conversion. Let's just look at that real quick. I had to take my Yidhari build off of Ben because I remembered his defense just gave him a bunch of free stats, but yeah, he has more defense than attack. So if he just averaged like if what is it, like 120% defense? No, it's not quite. I think 125. If he can get 125% more defense than he can attack, then immediately just getting defense is more valuable than attack. But he built up both at the same time, so it's kind of worth it. Yeah. Also, here's my Yidhari build. Muzi thinks I'm cooking. It should be worse than... I mean, it has to be worse than the main disc set. Because what it does is it trades... The difference between these sets is 10% cheer or 30% crit damage. And depending on your build, that's more or less. I think you at exactly 200% crit damage, this 30% boost is a 10% increase because you have to add base, so it's 300% total damage dealt plus 30% more. So it's exactly 10% base, and so that sheer is baseline 10% damage increase or less if you get more sheer elsewhere, which would only be from boss mechanics or DA stage buffs. And because of that dilution, even though it doesn't get close to the normal damage dilution, like, I definitely never built any because I don't have any Rupture, so why would I? I haven't pulled or gotten my free Monato either. And yeah, that sheer damage there, 10%. It's a different multiplier from normal damage, so it's always going to be a 10% DPS increase if you don't have any other sources of sheer damage. But because like Wandering Hunter has like what I think close to 35%, and then any like DA buff like the one here. I don't have it selected, so I can press this. This is 10% sheer here, and if you have Orphe or even Yidhari's ultimate, that's 40% sheer. So like you get like 70 something. So it's it approaches being like a 7 to 6% DPS increase. Which, and like if they are even with it, and there's no, this one doesn't have any crit damage, so that's, let's say that specific buff, then like yeah, you just don't get as much crit damage, even though Yidhari probably reaches 200% crit damage. Not too difficult, and though this specific build is only, let's see, Yidhari has, I think this reaches exactly 200% crit damage, which is good because that's taking into account the disc set itself, and before any crit damage buffers, which I mean Summit would probably do, so you probably get 200% naturally. So yeah, I think this is just by and large a superior disc set, but it has a cost. And look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's a pretty good disc. It even has flat HP there, and this is like a 90. When Frost is procced, it's a 98.6% crit damage or crit rate. So like one more crit rate roll hits me to overcap. I think that means I need 0.6. So yeah, I need 1.4% crit rate to max. You know, so that's some pretty good discs for a rupture agent specifically. Even though it's to help out my otherwise very poor discs. Hey, look, that has flat HP at least. That's a lot of crit, which is the best stats for a rupture agent. This one can't do better, but it's fine. It'd just be nice if it did better. And but I don't have anything. I just don't have anything. But I have some choices to pick, which is better than a lot. Ooh. Ooh. This is why you don't get rid of your double crit sets. And definitely check that one out too. Anyway, I have options, and hey, who knows if I can get even better crit stats. Like that's the best I can ask for. Basically, if I'm doing a semi-meme build for an Ice Rupture agent, and only an Ice Rupture agent. Again, I might not even get Yidhari. This might be a build I just might never get to use, which is really sad. I really wanted Yidhari, man. She's just so cool. Like, her gameplay is so nice, but yeah. I think Yidhari has 30% crit damage in her kit from an additional ability, and so 30% more from Branch and Blade Song means if I don't use her with a center with, like, I'm pretty sure this is just always better from the 4-piece effect. But yeah, it sacrifices the 2-piece front. You can get like 2-piece HP, you know, 2-piece crit rate, or to, you know, supplement that crit rate into better stats from other discs. And then a main stat HP percent here, which is like 200 sheer. I think it's like 250 sheer. Attack percent would be like 3. How much? You can actually sort of check here. 30% attack would be 600. Oh, I mean, if it's 600 here, then a 30% attack would be like 200 sheer, over 200 sheer at least. Which means, yeah, I know HP is like 250, 260-ish HP, maybe less. I'm pretty sure it's less than that, because it, I think she has like closer to Ben Bigger stat line, but less. So it's like 1/3 of that divided by 10, so 1/30th of that, or no, not 1/3. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, 1/3, because we're talking about 30%, or 1/3 of that divided by 10. Oh no, divided by 3. So it's like one. Is that? Would it be 1/10 of that? Well, yeah, because we're talking about, again, the 30% disc. So yeah, she's missing like 200 to 250-ish sheer damage, or sheer stat. You can look at the stat. Actually, I can't because I'm in a menu.
I'm not late, am I?
I've got
Basically,
Sniper trigger.
that build would be unironically better than several several Yukoi, a lot of players Yukoi summit sets just because the stat line is good. But it is definitely something you can use. But specifically, we know, I think you can check in game, but I checked on a website. She only gets 87 AM, meaning you need both Phaethon's Melody and an AM disc 4. So you lose out on a 2-piece substat, unlike Shokaku, who DPS Shokaku builds just need an AM 4-piece disc 4. I mean, oh, she's physical weak, so I guess I use this. And this one, the one made for them. All right, let's just try to get a good score. I don't know what I'm aiming for. At least 45, hopefully better though. Has the, let's see. Alright. Alright, it's fair. Fine. No one's watching. That's okay. At least I have the content recording. I think this is supposed to be a good source of days. Yeah, we don't need her to do it again. I think I just do this. Yeah, go straight to Orphe. I don't know if that was enough. Alright, good. Alright, did Orphe's EX to try to give Seed some energy, and dang. Yeah, I swapped the trigger while back there.
Fire! Forge the path I tread! With annihilation! For resistance!
I don't know if I should be. I might not have King of the Summit up. I don't know why I did that. I needed a quick assist. Ironically, I just needed the quick assist. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that was garbage. Actually, I don't need to carry with Orphe. I should have been making sure Steve got them.
Ether vision activate.
Not over yet.
Oh gosh, I messed that up.
Oops, I can't really control myself.
Nah, let's do it like this.
Press the advantage.
Well, I got the 34. I probably should have done it the other way around.
Give him a full salvo, Senior.
Gosh dang it, really? That was only a 3,000 damage stun? What was that then? What happened? How's it only 43? Gosh dang. Gosh dang it, man. Sorry. I don't say swears, so I speak like that. My bad. My bad. Alright, yeah. Oh, sorry. I need to click back into the game.
The sacred path must not fall.
Must not. Ooh. Oh, I think that's really funny. Are you kidding me? She dashed past trigger. She dashed past a laser. Alright. The parry combo's nice because it lets you get decibels. Oh, come on. What's happening? Come on.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Is this still? No. Okay, so I ult immediately.
Need a shower? It's ready show.
Lock on.
Looks like Blaze is stepping out.
Adjusting for wind.
Why did she like
Fire!
go
Forge
forward?
the path I tread!
That's fine.
Rising tide of destiny sink!
Awaiting orders.
I'm gonna to make sure delay it slightly just in case it needs the next few hits. Oh, okay. I didn't have enough for the laser immediately. Oh gosh, I saw that. I probably should have EX just for a bit of it.
Sustain fire.
I didn't know she had a laser. Don't do it.
City and division,
I think I missed the ultimate getting her. I missed the stun getting her ultimate before. I don't know why I did that. Oh, come on. Oh, are you kidding me? Why did double hit? Yeah. Alright, well, a bit of Orpheus ultimate and
Give him a full salvo, see, Senior.
gosh, this is an even worse score. Gosh, that's awful, dude. What's happening? Yeah. If I actually hit any of the parries, gosh. I hate this fight. I guess I am just, I guess all I need to do is just, hit. What the heck's happening? Alright, I'm swapping it off.
Got a new ghost story
Oh,
to
hey.
share?
Yeah, I guess I do want to. Ooh, hey. Sorry, I found things I want to watch on YouTube. Oh, that's tomorrow, though. Alright, gosh. Yee. I like watching I like watching some of the other Yee creators out because I like this game.
Huh? I've got
I like
your
content
back.
on it, so probably I do want to get off soon. That's such a nice short stream. It's gonna be 3 hours when I get to threshold simulation. She runs out of crit rate if I don't pick a crit rate one. Yeah, no. She had 99, over 99% of her buff. She's probably missing 0.1% days. If even. I think it is 0.3% days. I think that's the calculation. Meaning it's just fine. She gets buffed from Orphe, more defense shred, and she gives defense shred to Orphe. And Seed. Is this a Pendulled? No, it's not a Pendulled on Seed. It is a Pendulled. It's worse than a pen build. It's worse than a pen build. I didn't finish building Seed. Oops. Oops, sad. As long as I get 3 stuns, I'll be content with the change to Trigger's build. I got distracted, I realized. I was definitely got distracted off of my own Yidhari build. Alright, then US. Oh, damage. Gosh. No crit rate though gets really low. Is that really low? It kinda is. Yeah, that item is only a good item. What the heck? Why am I? What? I put that on because it looked good. I don't saw. Oh, that disc looks good. Completely forgetting something very important. Oh, 97%. Let's see. She has 30%, right? Yeah. 30% crit damage there. Trigger Summit gives 30% more, so she's at 200%. And then she gets 60% more for the DA buff, yeah. Gosh, maybe that justifies the electric damage now. The attack and crit damage looks even better, but oh. Gosh. Unironically, that last 7.8% crit rate is like... Alright, it's probably a 5% increase. Which is pretty good. But, you know. What's it comparing to? It is pen ratio while I have... Damage isn't too high, is it? It is kind of high using this disc set. 55 plus 25, so 70. Yeah, 70% damage. That's it, though. The Orphe doesn't give damage at M0, and Trigger doesn't give any damage. She's only at 150% crit damage. So 70%, yeah. So this is exactly 100%. But then there's the DA buff, which is 30. Yeah, 30% more damage, so 130%. So this is 15% DPS increase. I have a graph. It's time for me to consult the graph. The graph did. At a baseline of 0. Ooh, technically no. It is a bit worse than this. Gosh. I kind of want to... Oh yeah, because you can insert one. Yeah. An empty one. Cool. Hey, yeah. Copy paste this here. I'll get rid of this bracket, this, honestly, multiplayer all around, and then put in the 953. And then put in a minus 0.25 to account for the defense shred. Then going from to 24, I need to put on the 24 bar. I should window capture. Adding more pages, yeah. This is what I'm doing. Oh. Oh, you know, I thought I had a tab that said the mummy. I thought I would have, because I thought about halfway through the mummy to start streaming. Alright, so that's where we are. That's where Seed is with this 10 buff. So that's 0.593774 divided by 0.526263. I did it backwards. 263. I put 36 for some reason. That's a 12%. That's a 12.828% increase. Meaning, yeah, I'm pretty sure mathematically, this damage, this electric damage disc is just better. I'm quite confident in part. Though I think 100% damage might be the line where Pen starts getting worse. And of course, this would change if I actually had a Pen 2-piece. It is a crit rate, so that's something to account for. It is more offensively beneficial rolls in offensive stats, but it's only one more roll, and crit rate is more valuable than either of them. I'm quite confident. Just by the amount of flat attack I have from buffs. But that said, I think it all makes sense. I should definitely make a video on my little Desmos graph. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. It looks very accurate from my napkin mathing. You know, just as a little way to help players visualize just how impactful, you know, Pen is on, you know, stats. Alright. Alrighty. I'll set up. I think, gosh, now I have an actual disc set, which absolutely this is like way stronger than whatever I had on her earlier. The stats were similar, so I wasn't getting a benefit from it, but like it just way more damage for her kit. Alright. And I was getting 43, so let's see if having an actual disc set properly equipped to your main DPS, which is like 60%, 70-ish% of the total DPS because of the DA buffs.
The sacred path must not be
Oh, I almost been interrupting here. Yeah, she does just zoom past me when I do that. No. Oh, sorry, I thought it was on her.
My bullets are
That's
one
almost
with
an
the wind.
instant. Oh, that's interesting.
Targets exposed.
What was that wobble? Oh, I guess it was them getting summoned. Gosh, barely enough. Barely didn't have enough.
Need a shower?
And do these all fit? I felt like I got a bit of time loss. Yeah, the finisher of the ultimate didn't come in. Oh, wait, crap. That missed entirely. And I go the right. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I got like 13,000 after the first. I think I was only getting 1,000, so it's not really. I guess I might be unable to say anything with confidence. Because wow, what a sentence. But I think this team and just 50k then. I'm gonna do this differently.
light upon this world.
Also, when I said differently. Oh wow, that was super late. I'm surprised it gave me that parry on trigger. I clicked it very late. Alright, gosh, she's just fully invincible in this. Oh, I forgot she gets stunned out of that.
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
My bullets.
Alright, I don't need to do that, but I just wanted to get this done really fast. Alright, cool. Oh, gosh, why'd I do it like that? I should have swapped, maybe I shouldn't have swapped, any faster. I could get this, in.
Their poison is my grace!
Why'd I do it like that? Oh, gosh dang it, really?
Destiny!
Come on. Got on that side of it. Yeah. I need to remember to... Yeah, I'm cool with doing a combo like this.
Need a shower? It's raining.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, really? She barely didn't have enough. Yeah, dang, I completely screwed up this rotation then.
Time to take it easy. Sniper's
Oh
clear.
gosh, and I
One
missed
shot,
the
one
quick
kill.
assist. Alright, whatever.
Indian division, assemble!
Gosh, oh man, I guess I might not make the third stun. Alright, especially if that happens, and I lose my parry.
Stick to the plan.
Oh crap. Oh, okay, this might give me Cheeto last second.
Definitely not my type.
I do notice the laser portion. Oh gosh, really? Yeah, 45. Wow, it literally was just 2k more points. I think I messed it up slightly. How? Hold on. How much of stun was left? Yeah, I had a bit of stun left. So yeah, if I could have fit an Orby, yeah, just get if. I think there's definitely gameplay things I could do. I got hit a lot. Like that one thing that's notable is because I got hit during the stupid miasma phase start. I also do the well, I couldn't immediately hit the thing for Orby to mostly kill. Gosh, I definitely want to give it one last try. Also check out the total score because that should be much higher now. 114,000, top 4%. So yeah, gosh, you can definitely go higher, and I definitely want to try for a higher score at the moment. I don't know. I just want to see what the other people are saying. I want to be in. I think ALG is. I didn't actually watch anything, but I think he's right now about to show up before. Really? Oh, that's funny. I was worried I wouldn't get anything from it. I don't know if I'm.
One shot, one kill.
I don't think I should have saved. Done what I've done. This actually, I feel like I'm completely fine doing. I'll just get a chain attack. Oh. So I need to do a full chain, but Seed's chain is very long. I should have refreshed the buff, but I want to make sure. I don't think, yeah. Well, that. Okay, that did get in there. Alright, actually hit it.
Fire!
Yeah, that was enough there then.
Rising tide of destiny!
Oh, gosh dang it. That was a time loss.
Sink!
I mean, I should be stopping her dialogue. Gosh, what was that, dude?
This bullet will reach its mark. Awaiting orders.
I should have swapped to Orphe.
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
And she's gonna go into the field, yeah.
Fight by my side!
Yeah, because this boss barely fights you. Yeah, man, you almost don't even need to.
Homing barrage. Fire.
Are you kidding me, dude? Alright. Gosh, oh, come on, dude, what am I doing? Gosh, dang it, why? Why? Why did I do any of that? Oh, that was all so stupid. Come on. I didn't hit any of the parries, and she freaking moved out of the way of Trigger's EX. Why does it suck so much? Gosh, they made Trigger's EX special so bad, dude. Gosh, why do you have to have mobile freaking characters if you're just gonna constantly make them miss? Or mobile enemies if you're just gonna get your characters constantly the attacks that just miss. Like an hour after you activated it. Gosh, it's aggravating. Why? Seriously, though, why? Gosh. Like, why make attacks like Trigger's EX special? Gosh, this had such a long animation, and you don't get that much for it, aside from activating her like special mode. But you need to hit it to actually get it. Sorry, I raged and spilled my agua all over me.
The sacred path
What am I doing?
must not be profaned!
Can I swap to the other character, please? Oh, come on. Why? Alright, I forgot. I'm not even looking at the boss, to be honest. It's just keeping track.
Sniper's
Kind of keep track of.
One kill.
like attack.
Give him a full salvo, Senior. Oops, I can't really control myself.
No, that was awful. Just whiffed entirely in an entire hold basic. I canceled the stupid melee combo earlier,
Take 5. Recalibrating.
The sacred path
and I have
must
this
not be
blade.
profaned.
That's kind of funny how that happens. I'm gonna do your stupid melee combo. I forgot, yeah. You're a piece of work, so. Yeah, I just saw that.
My bullets.
I don't need to do this anymore. I have my ultimate. I didn't even use her at all. And this was probably a bad idea.
Definitely not my type.
At least I have both ultimates going off at the same time. Okay, I was worried. I got a bit close there. Why'd she aim over there?
The path I tread.
Adjusting for wind.
Rising tide. Annihilation.
Okay, I actually got it quickly this time. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I can just ultimate.
One kill.
I don't know where she is. Alright. I don't know if this combo is going anywhere. Aw, dang, I barely missed the ultimate. That sucks. And I didn't get Orpheus ultimate in it. Gosh, why?
Soldier. Fight by my side.
Ether vision active.
Yeah, actually did that
This bullet will reach its
intentionally.
mark.
I saw a quick assist coming. Dang, I don't think I needed to do that. Alright, this is the last stun, and I actually did get it.
Need a shower?
I think I screwed it up a lot then. Yeah, gosh, what is this run?
Alright, I'll play with you a little.
Yeah, this run is terrible. What happened, man? What happened? Only 43,000. I couldn't get Orpheus ultimate in the second stun for some reason. Like, the first one must have been so delayed. And because of the delay, I must have just not given her enough parries either during, like, the parry combo phases.
The sacred path must not be profaned.
I lucked out into getting this immediately. That kind of sucks. Is that how this boss goes?
You're a little too close.
Alright, that's unlucky timing. I don't think I need to let it finish. Okay, nice. Alright, so I definitely get Orpheus' ultimate off immediately. I don't know if I should have waited. That probably was a bad idea. Because I think I didn't get all of it in then. Yeah, I definitely didn't get it all in. Oh, wow.
Their poison is my grace! Listen carefully. Sink!
Oh yeah, it does. Where's the carries? What's happening?
What's the advantage?
Line again. One shot, one kill. Nice combat. Enemy seems easy now. Give him a
Yeah, I got some. I mean, didn't get Orpheus ulti in here again, but this was almost entirely my fault for doing it like that. I just want it out. I want to see if I can get it.
Obsidian Division, assemble!
Gosh, I screwed it up. Dang it. I was like way too early.
This bullet will
Give her a
reach
quick
its
assist
mark.
here and more days.
The target's exposed.
Dang. Oh,
Time to throw a bomb.
I got the ultimate.
Going a little harder, won't hurt.
Yeah, I think this is the end of the fight, isn't it? Gosh. Well, I mean, almost cool wipeout, but yeah, it zoomed in too much on the seed. Oh, gosh dang it, whatever. I guess it is just 45 2k damage increase to actually have discs. Alright, I'm done with this stupid mode. I don't think that was even a new high score, dude. Pretty sure it wasn't. Hold on. What'd I get? Alright, so it is 242. That means I barely beat the score, dude. That 242 is a low number in terms of thousands. Alright. Whatever. Alright, right before getting off, check in on the threshold sim. A part of me wanted to do Yidhari's little event. I think it's pretty neat. It's chill gameplay. I could probably learn better how to multitask streaming that. Maybe I will. I'll see what it do. I think it's basically Yidhari's agent story, and you get more from her in some cutscenes. I think it's neat gameplay. skipped the first of it though already. It's a lot of dialogue, but you do get to see Big Daddy, and I basically did speculation that could have been a neat thing to do in, in a stream, and I'm not doing a full. Definitely not that. I think it's neat. Did I get multiple endings? Yeah, I did. Pathfinder and In the Name of the Legend. From what I gather, there is cute, stories. Now I have to do all the previous ones. Cute little stories if you actually read through it. Unfortunately, like most gacha gamers, I just don't read. Oh, reunited. Oh, is that icon representing the ending? No. No, I think that's just Fairy's icon. Oh, who's the boss though? Uh-oh. As McFiend. Cool. I have to actually beat the boss to get a new ending, I think. Oh, this is the hunter. Gosh, I have to do these fights though. That's annoying. Just to have a normal team try to fight the hunter. It would be good to just have that attempt on stream. At the same time, I could just go over here and try to use Yidhari again. Yidhari's fun. I don't think I ever fought Yidhari. I did the Yidhari fight on stream. Let me do this real quick. Let's see if I can actually do it real quick. Do I keep trigger? I might want to. I don't want Jade. I kind of want Ice Jade Teapot for trigger on if I get a Rupture Agent. But at that point, yeah, I'll just get Dial in and just use her at pace. Yeah, I won't use. I won't use my girl on with Yidhari at the moment. Maybe I should though. I've unironically done this. Oh no, I mean, oh, I don't need to save that score. Now that I tell myself that, I've unironically done that Monato fight with lighter Lycon just to try the Hugo team. I completely forgot that Yidhari wouldn't get buffed at all by them.
My dream seems to have become a reality.
Yeah. I'll take Coletta with her Inferno build. She won't ever activate it though, so I'll just give her several 2 pieces. It has a near perfect disc. If it wasn't Pepper or Electro, that would have been a perfect disc for either Rupture or any other crit DPS. That's kind of hilarious. What's just a good disc? It's this one, huh? And if I'm doing that, I grab this. Yeah, this one. And probably this one. I think we're done with the perfect disc. I wouldn't.
Do you want to test my hammer?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
I'll give Lycon the Hellfire Gears and oh yeah, he's already set for actually dealing. Gosh, why? It didn't read a back input, so I was stuck in that side of the menu. He's actually built to 10 and stuff. Alright, Coletta doesn't have her additional ability. Just use this one. It's fun. I like this. I like the easy mode. They probably won't update easy mode, unfortunately. It'd be nice though if they like added a new character such as trial just for like this mode and maybe change up at least the final boss. Make us not go through the other easy fights. It'd be a bit annoying to have to clear through. Oh, a bit, but it's a whole patch long event. Anyway, gosh, I really need to play it. I really want Yidhari, man. Alright, cool. I do want to charge up. Locked on. Gosh, I love her parry so much.
Into the frozen abyss.
Alright, so this is the combo I understand.
The story ends. Let's cool things down. So the next page.
I don't know if this gives adrenaline. My bad. I think she needs. I think. Are you kidding me, dude? Come on. Okay, well, I can't believe he dashed out of the way. Are you kidding me? What's with this stupid boss, man? Why do I hate him already? Gosh, that's so obnoxious, dude.
Let's cool things down. Ice is noise be gone. Rest in peace.
Alright, just slam then. Alright, so definitely the problem with this team is obviously I was like spending way too much time on the actual stunners. Yeah. For some reason I actually killed it in like 2 stuns and on Lighter, which makes sense because Light, even without his additional ability, like Lighter is still 15% more ice resistance shred, which is very diminished here because it's an ice weak and with Lycon and a DA buff that, well, yeah, a DA buff that, you know, further decreases or increases your ice resistance. Ignore. Try again though. I don't need to fight freaking Master Fiend again. Yeah. I think I'm sort of fine the way that I did it, but he's very spontaneously aggressive, so it's because he's like just he can be very aggressive. Gosh, really, I missed that. Oh wow.
Just watch me.
Dude, why? That's so lame. It's kind of funny that I came down with him. Oh yeah, he can just dodge, like... Yeah, I think I didn't get this in stun last time. Yeah, I didn't get it in stun this time either.
Stand still.
I think I missed him then. No, I brought him down.
Let's cool things down.
Please.
No, I completely screwed that up. Ah, but that was like way faster. I didn't keep track of the time. Alright, but, you know, okay. Okay, sorry, pressing the wrong keyboard button. Oh, what is the out fast? Alright, it's still a minute, which makes sense because it's still Coletta, unfortunately. And to be honest, the stuns definitely could be faster if she just had a normal, like, crit build. Probably Protopunk. I'd probably give her the Summit set because my Summit discs are pretty good. And alright, I did my special sim fun. I do kind of want to get off. I kind of want to have fight Wandering Hunter maybe next time because it's gonna be lasting all patch. So and I want to boost up my scores. these aren't amazing because obviously the maximum you can get for these stages, yeah, both of these are like 148 damage score. I think easy. No, yeah, this one. I think it's maximum. It's Typhon, so surely it's maximum. I think it's 148 plus that 9,000. So like 160 is the maximum score, and I'm only getting like 90,000 because my team's just. These are Miyabi bosses, aren't they? Right? Reset it. They made Miyabi boss. And Bringer, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 Miyabi bosses in a row. I just don't have Miyabi or a nice DPS like Yidhari, please. Gosh, I actually would. Ooh, I think it would be pretty rad to. Well, restart this level 2, unfortunately, but I mean it was freaking only level 60, and the freaking Astra, Evelyn are available for it. So yeah. Oh yeah, it's the marionettes, so they give ice damage, and I mean I love playing Yidhari on as the main DPS. Like, it was kind of funny to have that team, and I think I did it. Oh, I mean, I obviously did it like a whole 30 seconds better. You know, actually hitting the ultimates. But yeah, I think this will definitely be a great boss for Yidhari, and it would be a great one to showcase the difference between her and the other ice DPS. I used Shiyu here. What were the buffs though? They're not all locked in. Oh, did I really use? Oh, Graceful Mastery. I was about to say, did I really use the same buff for all of them? Of course I did. It's Graceful Mastery. All right, but of course, Yidhari has these two, which specifically show her, and Graceful Mastery would be nice for the uptime on my Blade Song set, but the attack buffing isn't as helpful. The decibels, though, if I actually get it right, I think that's easily 2 ultimates within 1 stun because of how Yidhari's ultimate works. Honestly, maybe just no matter what, depending on the time. Sorry, I'm probably making gross noises because of my allergies. Just natural allergies giving me some buildup. Unfortunately, not the in-game anomaly buildup. Yeah. That would greatly increase the uptime of Blade Song, and I'm probably very consistent, especially with an AM Yidhari, but I think it's consistent enough with this, especially on an Ice Week enemy, and on an Ice Week one that doesn't have the other... I'm not even sure if they have the... They probably do have the 10% build-up production that DA has, even at these lower levels, but if they don't, it's a Nice Week boss that isn't the... resistant, that isn't like high buildup like Wandering Hunter is. So yeah, I think that it'll be really fun to try out. It has to be a much stronger team. Both of these would be excellent. Yidhari's ultimate isn't amazing, but she spams it pretty well, meaning she'd just get 40% ice damage, which she has 100% damage already. Actually, Adrenaline might be nice, might it depends, and maybe that amounts to an entire extra, depending on how many clones you get to increase the stun with lighter, probably. And I think my only choice is Orphe lighter, which is a probably decent amount of burns. Probably not much though, since a majority of the gameplay will be on Yidhari. And you know, Orphe's build-up isn't amazing. Lighters isn't too crazy either. So even though it's two fire DPS, Yidhari's gonna be like freezing way longer, and she doesn't, unlike just going back.
Got a new ghost story to share?
Asset confirmed. Preparing. I'll protect.
We can look.
Command.
Yeah. When any squad member applies freeze or triggers the shatter effect. Oh, that's interesting. So Blade Song is only like a 12.
I'm not late, am I?
It doesn't show me it. I'd have to go all the way to the box galaxy. I don't want to. Even though Blade Song sets 12-second buff, it might last like maybe a second longer because of also proccing off a shatter.
I am
And
the
so
eye of
that doesn't matter
Horus.
for shatterproof or freeze-proof bosses like Wandering Hunter, but for bosses like Marionette, Notorious Marionette, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. She was our first Notorious boss then. Our first revamp of someone like Pompeii or the Typhon unit. So yeah, it'll be really fun to try her out here. Yeah, and then I'll definitely try her out on Bringer as well. She definitely will struggle with some of the things, and unfortunately Bringer's buffing probably it will definitely not be insane for her. I need to repeat or retry both of those teams. And who are they? These idiots. That's gonna be obnoxious. Unfortunately, I mean, it would be nice to score high. You kind of work backwards, I think. You clear these with any team, even if they get an A or B, I think, and then you use your best team here just to, or finagle your units to see which agents make the best team here, if they're pretty close, and they were for me, unfortunately. Like the C team was just about as good as this team, a bit worse. I think there weren't any amazing buffs. Like this buff is kind of meh. More energy, so if energy is ever an issue, this is the kind of buff you like for a Bernice team, I think. But it is I only have physical anomaly agents. Well, unfortunately, my physical anomaly agent just works better with Bernice than freaking actual electric one. Unfortunate, poor Grace. I just don't have any. I won't say it, but man. Okay, at least get a pull early. I'll explain my plans. I think the plan will be if I get an early agent, which I just won't, go up to 40, but no matter what, I will pull for the 50-50 on Yidhari now, because I just love her gameplay. She's just so fun, the parries. She's not a complicated character, to me at least, but I mean, that's more than good enough for me. It was just the extra layer of input to do. Just seeing that she has a different input for holding and pressing dash or special, that's pretty rad. Being able to press special to parry while she's spinning, just how that interacts with her having adrenaline, and them being, having the awareness to give her that specific combo to auto parry the boss when she has adrenaline. It's just really cool. Just a really cool kit. I just have so much fun. I really want her, but I mean, yeah. Free to play, not necessarily by choice. So I will definitely be going for Yidhari next stream. Which, I mean, maybe I'll stream again next week. Because I mean, gosh, it feels like it's been a while, but I think we're only like halfway through. Yeah, about halfway. Let's see. It's in a 21. Yeah, halfway to Yidhari's banner, which sucks. It's taken so long. I might have a stream in between doing the dream quest, just because it's story content for Yidhari. I think it's neat, but I'm not sure how engaged it is. I'll see how much I can talk about. Speculate, because I have looked at Big Daddy quite a bit, just his design and the design of Pompeii and Moore's as we saw them. Sort of comparing Moore's design to Mitchell. Why am I calling him Mitchell? Minato. Also, how Big Daddy might be a gunslinger based off of his jacket and the holsters without any guns he has. Because no character has like weapons in the city or outside of the hollow on their person. But gunslinger Big Daddy, just look at his design. I think it kind of says itself. But it'd be really sick. I think they absolutely have plans for like Big Daddy Agent. His overall design seems pretty detailed. I think Moore's sort of lands about in the NPC range, even though because he's a Thyran, his design sort of his like giving him a distinct like animal, you know, design helped him to be distinguished, even though he's very borderline NPC to like original agent. Because I think a lot of our original agents don't have like super high detail. But I think like Moore's isn't too much isn't like less detailed compared to like Soldier 11 here. Fulcrum would be probably a good one to check to see if she looks like any less detailed than other agents, because she was like part of the group of like Bellum and Moore's. But you know, yeah, I don't think like I think the one thing I noticed is like comparing it to Moore's to Monado is the sort of like wrinkles in their clothes, like sort of Sokaku's like sleeve wrinkles here. I keep pressing the wrong button. Sort of compare it to the other A-ranks. But you know, in some clothes like Ambi's are smoothed out, sort of, yeah. Man, canonically, Nicole dressed Ambi up like this. I think it's a crazy outfit. Like crazy as in, what were you thinking? I just don't get it. Also, she has an anime head, so that hoodie just doesn't like fit. But like the skirt with the sort of thong sort of straps, and the weird canisters on her hoodie, on the disconnected sleeves, and just that weird thing in the middle of her like vest. It's a bizarre outfit, which I think helps her. It sort of helps set Zenless Zone Zero on a foot of saying the characters are kind of weird. It'd be nice if they were weirder. I don't think Anbi's base design is all that great looking, but I appreciate it for it being weird and very distinctive. So admittedly, unlike some of the designs I don't quite as much like as much in sort of modern factions. Just sort of looking over them. Yeah, I don't think Moore's is too less detailed than like Piper or someone. Again, though, like those sleeve wrinkles, like whatever Moore's was wearing, it didn't get out. And I think it kind of looked like his like. I still don't get the arrows on her clothes. You can sort of see the line on Piper's. It sort of sticks out. It looks like Moore's textures were a bit flatter because he was an NPC and probably had no intention of being one, at least anytime soon. I'm trying to see if it looks the same for Fulcra. I don't think so. Like those little like divots on that X-shaped pattern on her back, whatever those attached to, those are pretty flat. But even she had like these wrinkles on her like sleeves that are also disconnected from everything else she's wearing. Anyway, I started going into what I wanted to talk about. Anyway, but I think I will do that next time, just to have like speculation time and go seeing, and just, you know, having my own personal source of Yidhari's basically agent story on, you know, recorded. Even though I could go to someone else's channel to if I wanted to see it again, but you know, now I'll know where I can find it. I almost crushed this bottle, but they have the mic on, so I won't crush the plastic bottle just yet. Watch out! But yeah, thank you, anyone and everyone who watched. I greatly appreciate it. This was a fun stream. Again, next time, probably, I think I will try to go to Yidhari streaming. But if I'm too lazy, maybe if I actually find something to do. Maybe not. But definitely next week when Yidhari comes out, the 50-50. And if I fail, I will cry. But that will not be all, as it will also be oh wait, sorry, I thought I grabbed a different thing. And for some reason my mind said I had a different thing up. But it will be Lucia's agent story with the Yidhari 50/50. Next time. Hopefully. And in between the chapters, whenever it gives us a break, whenever it feels like we have a break, I will definitely move on from it. Or move on from it? I don't know the words I'm saying. Where was I going with that sentence? I will do yellow temples if I fail. And I think up to, honestly, whenever I'm out, because to be quite honest, I'm at 1,000. Looking at the signal shop. 5 here. 63 here. So I'll have like 70 holes. I guess I'll end up using them all. Gosh. Might not even pull it. Alright, the 50/50. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just be able to get it. Alright. You know, I think she has that little medallion on Lucia there. I think it's supposed to be like a ram or a sheep, you know, because she's like sort of dreams and stuff. You can see sort of sheep face in the middle of it. I can't show my cursor, but yeah. And then it sort of has that flower re-divot effect for the sheep's fluff. That's cute little medallion. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all. Anyone. I hope to see anyone. That's fine. It's fine. I have 9 subscribers. Y'all don't need to show up. Ever. Y'all don't even need to watch me. But anyone who does, that's very cool. And I appreciate it. So thanks to anyone who watched or watching. Have a good and wonderful evening, day, night, and morning. Goodbye.